I'm a fire starter. You're a fire starter. Oh.
My whiskey dick is useless, can barely fill my face. So now I'm back at Hula Hut, looking for a taste to shoot it fast, shoot it hard, at another whiskey bar. Throw it down, throw it back, toss it round, pass it back. Lick the salt, suck the lime, kill the shot and killing time. Throw it up in the sink. When I'm with my friends, I drink. I drink. I drink.
Hey, everybody. I am doing other things as well as starting this. Welcome to the Speakeasy. Another red shirt is the only decent person I know because he was here on time. How you doing?
Quality.
That's great. The freaking Yeti cast, right? I'm like, hey, man, let me know if you want to join. I'll send you the link. That fucker goes, what's the topic? What's the topic? Get out of here with that. What's the topic?
It's a speakeasy.
Yeah. I thought it was a good name, Mad Speakeasy.
Yeah, it's great.
I love a good speakeasy. There's a speakeasy here in San Antonio called 1919.
Uh-huh.
It's like the last year before they did the whatever prohibition, right?
Yes.
It was such a great little speakeasy, man. And I got to know this because I used to be a part of and helped run this group, this meetup group called Drinkers and Thinkers, or Thinkers and Drinkers, TND, Thinkers and Drinkers. And we would meet on Wednesdays. Well, we have a few days, but Wednesday we'll meet and have, discussions on like philosophical things, current events, stuff like that. But before everything went cuckoo bananas, like what it is now. So it was great conversation, great drinks. And so, yeah, I got to know them very well. Had a drink named after me. And
really?
Oh yeah.
What did they put in it?
I forgot what it was. This is like, I really did. I forgot. It's called, I don't know. It's something. Oh, look at this guy. Hey.
Did
you bring
said
topics?
You were waiting for me.
70s? But well, Yeti, did you bring the topics? I figured since, you're like, what's the topic? I figured I would just cancel everything we were going to talk about and you could just bring it. But you want to talk about No, Yeti cast.
I can talk about nothing all night, so I'm okay.
So what are we talking about, Yeti?
Oh, why you suck so bad.
Me? 70s. Check this out, right?
Is that in the sexual sense or just in the general life sense?
No, I suck.
No, please finish that. Please
I will.
finish that.
I'm about to. If you be quiet. So 70s, right? I hit up Yeti. I'm like, hey, Yeti, man, we're going to do a stream. Let me know if you want to join. I'll send you a link. He responds with, what's the subject?
Who needs a topic? I just ad lib.
Oh my gosh. And I found articles we can talk about. Anyway, I was talking about this.
It's getting late. I'm my brain's shutting down. You can't blame me.
So wait, your brain is shutting down. So you decided to bring in your like nonsensical and incoherent shit onto here. Thanks.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Oh man, dude, did you ever see the freaking social construct thing I said yesterday?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I chose to ignore it because I knew it was gonna drive you insane.
It did. It still does. This guy, we were arguing about something about messages, and he's like, I'm like, you can't prove that. He's like, time codes are a thing. I said, time codes are a social construction that do not reflect my lived experience.
And after like the third time you asking me whether or not I saw it, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm just going to leave this linger.
I'm DMing him.
Time is relative anyway, so time codes can be faked as much as anything else can.
Absolutely, time is relative.
You overestimate my editing skills with Photoshop.
Dude, do you remember Deep Blue Sea? Well, of course, everyone does. My hat is like a shark fin.
Yeah.
So LL Cool J, that was the name of his song that he did for the movie. My hat is like a shark fin. Anyway, deepest, bluest, motherfucking sharks in the sea. I forgot what the song was. Anyway, he goes, he does he does the Albert Einstein relativity of time. He's like, so like, you out on a date with like a really like hot chick, and you're really digging it, man. It just seems like, it just goes by so fast and it's over. Now you're on a date with this horrible looking chick and it seems to drag forever. I'm like, wow, that should be on posters. Like
all those years of slaving away for Einstein were wasted. He could have just asked LL Cool J.
yeah, right. Like I can't believe Albert Einstein's the one that gets credit for that.
Could you explain this relativity thing for me, LL?
Yeah, it's like how Sylvester Stallone was like, hey, yo, that book Cobra, I know we based it on that, but since I made the movie, retroactively, you should put me as the writer. That's a true thing that happened. And so basically the same thing.
And then there is a certain logic to that, though, if you think about it.
No, there's no logic to that. No.
No, I don't hear the logic there.
No. Just because you base something that you do on something else does not mean you retroactively, can claim that you created it.
It's the one who's the biggest lawyer that will win that case.
I mean, that's going to destroy your entire YouTube career then, with that line of thinking.
What?
I don't have a YouTube career.
Are you kidding me? Everything I do is original. Name one other channel that watches movies and comments on it. Name one.
Oh shit!
Yeticast?
You got me. You got me there.
Yeah.
Shit.
Name one other channel where they bring on different people and they have conversations about comic books or movies.
You're
Name
right.
one.
You're right.
Yeticast?
You're
Name
right.
15. I say that, but you actually probably could.
That means you're directly
Yeti almost
responsible
certainly could.
You're directly responsible for creating all of those, Mad. You should claim credit for all of them.
You know what?
Retroactively.
Hey,
Retroactively.
Hey, I'm putting Nerdrotic on notice that retroactively. What's their show called on Friday night? I've never really watched it. The Friday.
Right.
Yeah,
Friday Night Tights.
Yeah,
Friday Night
that
Tights.
I've never seen. It is retroactively mine, and I expect to be on there Friday.
Friday Mad Tights.
Well,
You'll have to
hey,
convince-
I'm just
you'll
waiting
have to
for him
convince-
to like know I exist.
He doesn't know you exist.
I don't think so.
Does comics division know you exist?
Well, I haven't got an invite.
Well, because he doesn't
So-
know you exist.
Hey, I tried. I was in that chat making fun of you as hard as I could.
Dude, he loves me. He's not gonna have you on because you're making fun of one of his best friends ever. Are you kidding me?
Knows how to suck.
I don't know. From all friendships I've had, like the better you could do a dig, like that, the more people like you.
But okay, yes, if you're digging on them, yeah, they're gonna like you better, right? But not if you're digging on someone that
Yes.
they're friends with and you don't know the other person.
You're not.
Well,
a guest on
it's
those
got to be a
shows,
good
Mad.
dig, not just like full blown offensive. It's got to be a
That's so
good fun.
toxic. Good to see you, man. And thank you for coming in with that correct name. I refused to even address you as whatever that was yesterday. By the way, Yeti, you left the chat before that stream got really freaking good, man.
I missed the
Oh.
end. I'm gonna have to watch it again.
Dude, did you not hear about the whole thing I'm gonna do with Comics' ranch?
No, I missed that bit. I had to drop
Oh,
out. Well, it was in the
so-
chat, but I had to drop it.
Toxic
Comics
was
doesn't
like,
invite me on.
oh, that's right.
He doesn't
He
invite
doesn't.
me on.
Dude, he doesn't invite me either. Are you kidding me? I always have to be like, oh, like I get on one time. I'm like, hey, I think I left something in the back.
Yeah.
Can I go back
So
there
anyway,
and check
what
it out?
happened? Roughly speaking, we'll watch
Roughly,
it again.
no, I told him, I told him that he should like sell the naming rights to his barn, right? To like, and then it just went to this whole thing of where like you can sell like ad space on cows and have like a live stream going. People
Yeah.
could buy cows or whatever, and then we could have like
Good.
events there. And then Toxic Man Flu. No, I'm not even highlighting that. Toxic Man Flu.
Duncan McDuncaneer.
He was
Duncan.
coming up with all kinds of different ideas for like like charities, and we're gonna have a bed and breakfast. It's gonna be nice. I'm working on a little ad for it, so that's gonna be fun. Anyway, what's going on with you, 70s?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I've on a 4 days off work stretch, so I've been spending a lot of time making videos, or at least trying to. So
I
You
gotta
have a
say, I
channel?
like the poppy.
I do have a channel. What do you mean? Do I have a channel? Have you never watched any of my videos?
I don't
Have
even
you
know if I'm
never
subscribed to you.
You know that answer before you finish the sentence.
There's me busy plugging your channel all the time.
I have never made it a secret that I only watch things I'm on.
Well, when I start doing more live streams, I'm going to invite you on then.
Yeah, and
You'll be
I will
forced to
come
pay
on,
attention.
and then I'll watch a video on your channel for the first time.
I do
Well, then I'm on
stuff. Yeah.
I was
Get quite good
rewatching.
at it, I think.
I was rewatching the Bloodsport stream from Tuesday. Oh man, that was a
We had
great
fun.
one.
Well, you
That
know
was
what
a-
it is next week?
Damn it,
From New
dude!
York.
I cannot believe you. Like the vote went that way.
Come on,
hey,
this
Poe.
is the way to go.
Hey, memes.
I could have handled Demolition Man and Con Air too, but I've got a special place in my heart for Escape from New York.
Ah, man, Escape from LA is better.
Nah. It's
Nothing?
good, but I don't think it's better.
It is not good. When was the last time you saw Escape from LA? Are you kidding?
I like Escape from LA. I like John Carpenter, so you know.
I do too. I like 2 of his movies.
Could have done without Peter Fonda surfing down the
Only
LA
2?
river, but you know.
Or the shark that
There's a
almost
shark.
that almost ate his little boat.
Yeah.
Or the 45-minute basketball game that he played by himself. By the way,
And he actually
ma-
did.
yeah.
He did do that basket. It took him like 500 goes, but he got it.
he got every one of them. Yep. All that effort for us to be like, yay.
Yeah.
Like I would rather watch Frank Dukes and Ray play that karate game instead of watching Kurt Russell just shooting the basketball.
It's Kurt. It's Snake Plissken. Come on, what's not to like?
You know what? I'll give him this. Like it has to be a lot harder to make a basket if you have one eye.
Well, that's
I mean,
right.
that-
You don't have
that's
to close
fine.
the other one to focus. Yeah, you don't have to go like this.
No, you do not.
You don't have to go like this.
Oh, what?
You don't have to go like this to be able to focus.
He didn't have a choice. He had an
Who
eye patch on.
focuses like that?
He'd be a great sniper. Yeah, 'cause
Well,
to
no,
close
He's
his-
supposed
No,
to
you
shoot
don't.
with both eyes.
Best
Yeah,
snipers
you
keep
keep
both
both
eyes
eyes
open.
open.
The problem he's talking about is that you have no depth perception with only
Yeah.
one eye. So you don't know how
Same-
far away the basket is.
you can
same
see the
thing.
shark though.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, you can still
Only
make out
Helen
things
Keller
with one
couldn't See
eye.
the shark, damn it.
I mean, and I think the shooting's personal preference, but I think the
It's-
best ones keep both eyes open, so
They
you
do.
don't get snuck up on, from the peripherals.
That is not
Does
why.
Cyclops have really bad depth perception then?
No, because he has both eyes open.
Cyclops, he's only got one eye.
Oh, you mean like in Greek mythology, the
Yeah.
Cyclops? I thought you meant Scott Summers.
Well, him too.
Well, no, because he has both eyes.
Oh, Cyclops, the Greek mythology and comic book character.
No, you're good. I got plenty of people. Thank you.
I'd read a
I hope
comic
your
where
headache- your head's
Cyclops
still
goes
there.
blind.
Wait,
That's
what?
right.
A Marvel comic where Cyclops goes blind.
Yeah.
That so
just
he's
be
just
like
got
Daredevil.
no powers.
So then he's just a person.
Yes. Yep.
Just lops.
He was one of my favorites. I really did like Cyclops. I liked him and Havoc, and their dynamic because of the brothers, and then one became a space pirate. Wait, did one of them become a space pirate? That was the dad, huh? Anyway,
What if
See, I
Cyclops
was like
needs
Wolverine.
glasses? Does he have to get a monocle? Just
wait, what?
What if he needs glasses? Does he get a monocle?
Dude, it's they made this ruby thing that stops lasers from hitting things. I think they can come up with a way to pump up the strength of the, you know what I mean, of the he couldn't put in contacts either. They were melt to his eyes.
That's right. So
Well,
you'll have to squint.
Well, one, it would probably be a little difficult trying to get your contacts in your eyes if you have lasers coming out of them. Like you're like, okay, here we go. Damn it! All right, I'm gonna try another one. Anyway, that is good though. What were you? Did somebody ask something? Oh no, Yeti said, "Dude, Wolverine. Everyone liked Wolverine."
Oh well, that's why I didn't like Cyclops. Because
Are you kidding
Cyclops
me?
was a dick to Wolverine.
Well, yeah, because Cyclops kept trying to bang his wife.
You mean Wolverine did?
Yeah, Wolverine kept trying to bang his wife. Yes.
Yeah. And he
Yeah, what a
should just
cool guy.
because Wolverine is awesome.
What a role model.
The thing that always bugged me about Wolverine was that he's actually Canadian, and that just doesn't ring true. Canadians
I don't
don't
like
kick
that.
ass.
Nope.
Canadians don't kick ass.
I like the
Those are
Australian
fighting
version
words.
of him.
You have never watched hockey then.
I'm a Canadian too. I'm a Canadian citizen. I live in Canada.
By the way, I like the Australian version of Wolverine the best from the Kitty Pryde and the X-Men cartoon. No one? Guys, it came out before the 90s cartoon. In fact, I think it was, how did I get it? I don't know. It's like an hour long or whatever. It was, and Stan Lee does like the, it has a great intro.
Sing
But-
it for us.
I'm about to right now. I'm looking up the lyrics. Just give me a second. I didn't like it that, because it was named, the title had like a, the chick in the title and stuff. And that
I can
wasn't
prove
cool.
him into hockey. I got bobbleheads.
Got it. Found it. Hey, Yeti,
Yep.
I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
I'm posting it in the back now. That's our press play guy. Yeti is. You know what, Yeti? I just made a decision. I'm glad that you reminded me. I hate when I don't have Kip here, and I wish he would move to America already so he could be in the same time zone. You are now officially the late night producer. So I'll set that up
Whether you like it or not.
for next time
So when do I get paid?
at the same time that Kip does.
Your microphone dropped out there, Yeti. What was that you said?
Wait, hold on. Before you press play, let me. Did I say hi to Sherry? Someone should have. Do you have a camera in my house? Ooh. I want.
You're missing the chain of conversation that's going on.
I think I got it.
I don't not have a camera in your house.
I want to do a EFAP of Matt's live streams where we stop at every interesting point. I figured that, man, start with the insult so I know not to highlight it. Did Venus kill Scott? Yeah, right. Just like a woman. Yep. No, not well. I think Wolverine was the only one. That's not about me. That's about 70s. Don't need to highlight. All right, you can press play.
Okay. Quality is terrible on this thing.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, this song rocks. Are you kidding?
No, I'm talking about the visual quality.
It's amazing animation. I agree. Look at that.
Which
Like
one are you
that-
mad?
Which one am I?
Yeah.
Isn't
Is
this
this
all
about
part
the
from
X-Men?
the same one?
Anyway, that's it. I
That
guess
was like the
wanted to-
90s one.
No, it was not. You can X out of it.
Because that was it had the same animation as
It did not. Those two different shows. That one, all they did was a pilot, but they released it on VHS. I don't know how I got it. I feel like Pizza Hut was involved. I don't know why.
Pizza Hut was involved in everything cool.
That's
back in
why.
the day.
That's why I think it may have been them.
And the thing
let's
they
see.
weren't involved in making was good pizza.
I like the stuffed crust, man. But on occasion, I guess. Nothing like a whatever memes. I think. What was it? Yeah, all right. I'm not highlighting things that don't involve me.
So the chat's gonna be dead then.
Yep. Well, I mean, they're having conversations with each other. They're fine. Anyway, dude, I love the '90s cartoons. Like the what? Oh, finally, thank you.
It involves you. This is like
He
you're
called
being
it-
John Malkovich.
70s,
Being Mad
70s.
Mardigan.
Don't spam the chat.
One
Hey,
one
hey,
more
Zax.
one more mention of his name and he can finally finish.
like the Candyman, right? You say his name 3 times and he comes.
Exactly.
Do not
Which
come.
could be very inconvenient for him.
See there? Take notes, guys. Take notes. This is how to do it. People are picking up on how to do this now. So good. Awesome one. If I knew how to time people out and block them, man, calling people interns and stuff. X-Men series had the biggest crush on Rogue. Yeah, dude. Like, in fact, I've seen some interviews with the man and the woman, because I think there were a couple. Yeah, that's right. A woman worked on it. Yeah, bigots. Anyway, that like wrote for like were the showrunners or whatever. And Fox originally did not want them to do a continuous story. They just wanted single episodes. But they were able to finally convince them, and it was like the first cartoon to actually ever try to do that, to do like a weekly thing rather than just having these random stories for a single cartoon, which I think made just definitely made it stand out a lot more. And Gambit was always my favorite, except for that one time he was in a thong. That was kind of weird. Or Speedos. That was weird when he showed up in a Speedo.
That was your favorite moment?
Huh? No, I said no. I liked him other than that. Just one moment.
So, do you think that loving a cartoon like that is just is the passage of time perhaps given us the false image that we really loved those, or at the time did we just go, yeah, they were okay? Now
Well,
do
at
we
the
look back
time-
with nostalgia and go, oh, that was so great? You know,
No, at the time I loved it. I remember, like I was so mad because like something happened with like
you
where
were so mad. You're right.
No, I was mad because like something happened with like the whole satellite thing, because I was out in the country where like could no longer get the local channels for whatever reason, but to have it cost more money, and so I had to ask my mom to get it. But like she's like, I'll do it next month, but whatever. It's like it was apparently she was not concerned. Like this was not a big priority for her. I disagreed. So, but yeah, no, I guess because it was it was coming back like with a new season. I was so excited. I love that cartoon, dude.
Yeah, that one and Ninja Turtles. Those are my like go-to.
Yeah.
Oh, Transformers. Yeah, can't forget.
Mm.
That was like the Trinity.
Yeah, see, I'm a little bit older than you guys, so I was more into the Hanna-Barbera stuff, you know, and the Scooby-Doos and and that kind of cartoon when I was a kid.
Well, yeah, because they just had invented the TV when you were a kid, so like I'm sure
Well,
that
we
was a
didn't have a
big thing.
TV. We used to we had a square frame and we'd hold the comic up inside it and go like this. Turn
We
it-
was
used to
all
have to
etched
go
out
to the
on
movie
cave
theaters to
drawings.
see
We-
cartoons.
we had tablets. We had to chisel the image.
Yeah, I'm still a fan of the Warner Brothers stuff.
Oh, I love all those
the
old
classic
things.
full animation that ended in the 60s.
By the way, I've always said this. I've always said our personal mimic wave function is highly influenced as a kid. I've always said that.
Words are hard.
Yep. Well, yeah, when you have a traumatic brain injury, but glad you could bring up that painful memory for me. Thanks.
No problem.
I don't know what you're
maybe I
talking
can
about.
like dig it in even further.
Is there a story there?
Huh? No, I've never told that story. Well, okay,
Not an
one time
interesting
I was
one.
on fire. One time I was on fire. That has enough watch hours. I
You're
don't.
pretty lukewarm tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, you
Anyway.
really should have let that fire extinguisher expire. Like that was a big mistake.
Let it expire.
Yeah, well, fire extinguishers expire.
Yeah, you got to check them,
Yeah.
refill them, whatever. Regular schedule.
I'm not really worried about the watch hours toxic. I guess I'm drinking my mouth dry as shit. I have nowhere near enough subs because Mama Susie been mad at me for a while now. But no, in the Bradley there's a halon system and it like sucks all the air out, like it kills all the air to put out the fire. Hold on, well, real quick, let me get a drink and I'll tell you how they wanted us to pay for that fucking vehicle.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's how your mouth got dry. You sucked all the air out for it. Just
What? No, it was on fire, fucker. Anyways, so what happened? All right, so I'm in the hospital, right? And like I'm in and out a lot. And then I woke up and I didn't even know if it was real or not. But like there's some people when you go into a burn clinic, right? You have to have masks, the whole thing, right? And they're in there and I can't see who's who. And they started asking me questions. They were like, they asked me, why didn't you pull the halon system in the vehicle? Because I was on fucking fire. They were like, do you want that to be your official answer? Are these official? Like, I didn't even know. I was like, all right, fine. I didn't pull the halon system because I was worried about all the other crew members in the vehicle in the back. I had no idea if they were in or out yet. So for not to kill them, that's why I decided not to do it. Then they were like, why are your hands not burned? Were you wearing gloves? I'm like, no, I wasn't at the time. No. And like, I don't know why they were so big about that. So my hand, I have a burn right here. That's the only burn that actually ended up being on my hand. This was nice.
That one was from vigorous masturbation, though, not the fire.
Well, I mean, the whole thing happened because we were masturbating together.
Yeah, it just set off sparks.
They weren't masturbating each other though. That would be gay. It was just together.
Yeah, they only made eye contact and did it to themselves.
That's right.
You tell me, dude. Let me tell you what these assholes did later on, right? I was getting ready to go to the E5 board to get promoted, right? And I was putting my packet together, right? So I had to get my like DD-214 and all that stuff. Like I had to list all your awards or whatever, right? When I was in Iraq, when I first got there, I was a dismount. Eventually, because man, shit happened, we lost guys or whatever, so people had to be shifted around. So I went from dismount to driving. We mostly drove the Humvee, but we would take the Bradley out as well when we needed to. Anyway, so I drove quite a bit in Iraq, right? And when you go over so many miles or whatever, I didn't even know this. You get like a driver badge, like an award or whatever, right? Like you do for like whenever you qualify with your weapon and so forth. I learned that it was a thing because I learned that they took it from me because the vehicle got blown up, even though it was my fault. The vehicle was still a total. It was a total like destruction, right? It was destroyed completely. Thus, I no longer could have the driver badge, right? I wasn't the only one that this happened to. Apparently, someone along the way up the chain who with these decisions was like, "Hey guys, maybe we shouldn't take awards away from people who were blown up in Iraq. Like that seems like it wouldn't play well on CNN, so they gave it back to everybody."
Oh my god!
Yeah, dude. But
that's a horrible decision to start with,
right?
Like, but no, we only give it to people who don't blow up,
right? It reminds me of Con Air when like he goes to see his sweet baby, whatever her name was, like the waitress, and he walks in and there's those guys and they're like, "Fuck you, army guy," and they're like, "It's guys like you while we lost Vietnam." Like, one that didn't even have anything to do with him, and like, you know what I mean? Like, we only respect people who win wars. I unfortunately would not be able to go, but yeah, I'm sure that'd be fine. Oh, see, thank you, awesome one. This is my favorite person out in the chat. Kind of.
You got another participation trophy.
What was to you? What'd you say?
I said you got another participation trophy.
Fuck off.
That's the I was there ribbon.
Thank you for acknowledging my non-involvement with the Vietnam War. Nothing. Guys, I'm telling y'all, like, you got to believe me on this one. I had nothing to do with Vietnam at all.
You were in Grenada.
I can neither confirm
but
nor
he is
deny
responsible for losing the Iraq War. That was
that one's on me. That one is on me.
I was mad.
Listen, I shit you not, right? What I'm about to tell you, I did not tell the other guys in the vehicle for like 2 years. So what happened? This is what happened, right? So we found a VBID, a vehicle borne ID. It was parked outside this mosque, right? So we called EOD out, so they could get rid of it or whatever, right? We had to. So they drug it. They pulled it away from the mosque, right? And then they blew it up. Unfortunately, it was bigger than what they thought. No, they blew up the bomb, right? But unfortunately, it was bigger than what they thought, and it took out a wall of the mosque. Now, EOD's like, man, EOD's like, man, that sucks. Well, we'll see y'all later. We had to wait out there for the engineers or whatever to come out to start rebuilding it. And we are right off of a major route. So people would just drive by and would randomly shoot at us for whatever reason. And so you had to be ready, and like you would go to your spot. One time.
So it's like Chicago, really. You were in
Oh,
Chicago.
yeah. I swear to Christ, there's been moments during the Iraq War where Chicago was more dangerous to be than Baghdad. No bullshit. Anyway, I had my spot. It was like behind the Bradley and to the left, right? So we start getting shot at, right? And I turned to go there, and Sergeant G was already there, and he looks at me. He goes, Matt. Oh, thank God I actually said Matt and not my real name. He goes, get in the cover. I'm like, you're in my cover. So I had to run and I got behind like this wall, and on the ground there was like this flag. It was a black flag with like yellow writing in Arabic. I didn't know what it said.
Person
right?
of color flag.
It was a person of that's worse, dude. There was this flag and had writing. I grabbed it. I'm like, oh, this is cool, dude. Like, this is something I'll just take back with me. Nobody seems to be missing it. And so I'm putting it in like one of the back things of the Bradley. And one of the guys goes by. He goes, hey man, like that's bad luck, right? Like that's cursed. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, dude, that's like their tombstones, man. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Anyway, but I shit you not, 3 days later, guess what happened? We got blown up. The next time we took that vehicle out, and it was in the back.
The loss of that vehicle caused the eventual loss of the war. Just that one vehicle was
Just the
enough
one.
to
Everything's connected.
butterfly effect.
For want of a vehicle.
Hey,
It's
man.
Mr. Grant Gregory. It's true. Hello.
Oh man, there's so many. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to highlight as many as I can. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to have a producer. Hey Montana, but Kip is like,
I thought that was Yeti.
no, he's the new one. I just made him, but I haven't given him the permissions yet. Anyway, I don't even know the password. I think Kip's the only one that knows the password to our StreamYards. Anyways,
I'll have to repeat that very good joke I made about you earlier, but you've skipped it.
oh, sorry guys. Like, chat is over the limit. I know. Like, I'm gonna try to highlight as much as I can. In fact, when we get doing an article or something, I may try to set that out. Who's laughing at what? What?
Lady Bratwurst.
Where?
Is
that a person, place, or thing?
It's got to be a toxic avatar, that one. Toxic's probably got other names on here.
Toxic.
Lady Bratwurst Avalon. Could be Arwen, I guess, under a different name. Arwen Avalon.
Hey, Pole. How's it going, Pole Assassin? That's his stripper name, by the way. Pole Assassin.
Pole ass in. I think it's pronounced.
Pole Assassin, for sure.
That seems like the wrong thing to do with the poll.
Oh, I mean,
it's coming back.
yeah, it's a new thing. I mean,
oh, I
the government's been doing
guarantee
it
you,
to everyone
Mama
for years,
Susan
so might as well
unsubbed
do it
you.
to yourself.
Anyway, hey, Red Shirt, are you there? Damn it!
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Oh, okay. Can you grab one of those links and then just copy it and put it back into it so that accents seem like they're popular on YouTube, so that Grant can read the article for us?
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you want me to read? Oh shit, I'm like 10 drinks deep. All right, this will be fun.
Perfect.
And I'm also dyslexic, so
As you should be. Oh, well, fine. Yeti, can you read it for us?
no, I'll
You
do
want
it.
me to
It'll be
read
even
it?
funner. I'll read it. I'm not scared, but I will mess it up. So
It's magic, MAD. I put the D into magic.
that's what she.
All right.
There is no D in Magic.
There is now.
If your cards play right.
Did you see the link there,
Yeah, I
Grant?
clicked on it now.
Hey,
The
Steve.
John
on, bud?
Boyega one.
Yes.
All right, so you just want me to read it?
Well, I mean, I want you to share it so we can see
No,
it.
we just want you to stare at it, and then that's it.
Give us a summary of it.
All right, I'm gonna put it on the thing, and then I'm gonna share it. All right, Jesus Christ, it's been only 1 fucking minute.
And you're already
Bloody
failing.
mad.
1
Thanks
minute,
for
and
the
it's
work.
failure.
Yeah, I
This
know.
was
the work. Did you?
This was
Some
actually
people,
a
this
was
I
a
don't get paid enough for this crap.
You don't
Well, I
get
gotta tell you,
paid at
this-
all.
None
this
of
was
us
like
do.
an interview to see if like we should bring you like make you a part of the Mad Barber Boys. It's not looking good.
Is it on? Is it shared? I can't tell.
I don't know. Oh
See
yeah,
what
sorry.
happens when Mad is the host and not the co-host. Things disintegrate rapidly.
Oh, I agree. Like even if I had a producer, I think it would even be. I mean, it would
It
be a
would
little bit
help.
better.
It's almost as bad as his skin.
Thanks, dude.
Oh, I feel terrible after saying that.
Yeah, who are you talking about? No, sorry.
Oh, I
Not
love
cool,
you,
bro. By the way, everybody, do not go see any of YetiCast's videos that he's been putting out. Those trailers that he's been doing are horrible. Oh, thank you.
Right,
I
do you want me to read
appreciate
it
that.
now, or what do you want me to do? Come
Yeah,
on,
man.
It's your ship. Let's go. All right. John Boyega didn't expect people to be surprised by his Star Wars criticism. Disney don't
Yeah.
talk about things like that. All right, scroll down. John Boyega has addressed the reactions from fans after he called out Disney and the Star Wars films. The English actor, best known for playing his role of Finn in the newest trilogy of the sci-fi franchise. It's barely even sci-fi. After the release of Rise of Skywalker at the end of 2019, Boyega scolded Disney for making the black character seem more important in the marketing than they were in the film. Well, I mean, in certain countries, that's true. In the interview, the actor said that he was surprised to see people shocked at his comments. I saw a cycle of endless baiting that I wanted to call out. It was kind of a surprise that people were like, so, bloody hell. I'm assuming because he's English, that's how he says it. Bloody hell.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Bloody hell.
In it, yeah. Boyega told the Times, I love Robert Pattinson, but he gets to talk shit about his film, so why can't I? Boyega also admitted to not having heard back from Disney after he went public with his accusations. Disney don't talk about Disney doesn't talk about things like that unless it's Scarlett Johansson and a lawsuit. I don't think they open their mouth, he said, referring to Johansson's legal actions against the media conglomerate. Not really conglomerate.
This is almost
Following
as
the release
boring as the
of Black
Eternals.
It's
Oh,
the
I'm
way
sorry.
he's reading.
Fine. I'll be more entertaining. I'll be, da, 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 da.
Hey, Yeti, make sure that you check your DM.
Okay.
No, check your privilege before you do that. Jeez. Come on. So I can't do talks like despite the suggesting of a height. I can't do it. So it's high time DC cast a Black Superman. Boyega doesn't seem to be too interested in playing this type of role at present. My mission is different now. Capes and tight clothing don't move me the way they do others. Huh. Speak for yourself. The actor explained his goals just doing great work, but I'm more fixated on grounded stories across all genres. Yeah, that's a bit racist. You can't say stuff like that. Great stories. What's he thinking? There we go.
They missed a bit at the bottom where Boyega said that Kathleen Kennedy, she's a real cocksucker. Oh, no, it's
I thought he
Australian.
called
He's
her a
British,
cow.
isn't he?
Well, so here's what I liked about that, right? Is that for a while everybody was like, well, obviously, like the contract is up. You know what I mean? The NDA that
NDA.
everyone has to sign. Yeah, he made it sound like like I just wasn't going to talk shit about it, but then I was like, fuck that, I'm going to talk shit.
Might as
So
well.
You need
yeah,
to work.
do you think that's what it is? You
Could
think he's
be.
just doing it to because
Could be.
bro, he has been pissing off, especially those what do they call them, the Raylos?
Well, that's
Yeah,
not
he's
difficult
good
to do.
people.
Yeah, well, yeah, because he's just like it's whoever gets to lead a pipe. I I liked him in Attack the Block, by the way. I thought that was good too. But yeah, no, it's interesting what he was saying about like why people didn't think that there would be any criticism for how they treated a black character in their movie. And I think it goes to show you that they have this this feel of like invincibility, like they have that SJW shield, which is why, you know, they can film movies where, let's say that there's, you know, a really fun special camp nearby.
I'm sorry, but I saw
But you
the
need to think
Chinese
really hard
bootleg version of the movie, and I didn't see any black characters in it.
Of what? Wait, what?
I saw the Chinese bootleg version
Oh,
of the sequels, and I didn't see any black characters in any of them. So I don't know what you're talking about.
well, oh shit, sorry, dude. I'm doing different things, and these two assholes aren't trying to respond to you, so I get what you're saying now. Hey, it's
It was a
Ironcaster.
very
still
subtle
don't.
joke.
No, I got it too. It was good.
I know you.
Sneak in here.
Hey
Grant,
there, Ironcaster.
he wasn't referring to whatever joke he said about you. It was about me. And the joke's about me he was talking about.
Yeah, I didn't want to upset anyone. I thought we
No.
were doing a bit.
No. All right, listen. So Yeti in the back's like, sorry, I'm getting a little drunk. I may get a little mouthy. And I may say something worse. And Grant's like, oh, nah, mate. Don't worry, dude. I wasn't upset. He was about the jokes about that he was making about the burns.
Yeah.
All right,
good.
bro. Yep,
Cool,
Grant's 3 sheets to the win. How are you,
Burns.
Ironcaster?
Drink it.
That well, huh?
Yeah, well said.
Doing all right.
No, I agree.
Been
Yeah.
had the day off, although I probably should have spent it looking for a new car. And-
What do you have any idea what you're looking for?
Oh,
4 wheels, steering wheel, door
basically,
roofs, you know, the
I'm like,
usual.
I'll probably get a
you know.
SUV or something with a hitch. I can at least throw my of all the reasons I can throw my bike rack on.
Well, as long as it does not help the environment in any way whatsoever, like just because at this
Get one of-
point, like I'm kind of rooting against it, you know.
Get one of those electric vehicles because they run on pixie dust. That electricity just comes out of thin air. It doesn't come from anywhere.
No, and if it did come from a place, I'm sure that place would not, you know, have to use, let's say, coal to.
I think there's unicorns on treadmills producing that electricity.
Yep.
Yep, and the plus side, we get more rainbows out of it when they fart.
That's right. We
Right.
get unicorn farts. Don't contain methane, of course. They just contain pure electricity.
I'm okay with that part. By the way, did you know that the ozone hole that they were always complaining about, I think it healed itself?
Yep.
Yes. Closed.
Yeah, it was
Um,
above our country. We told it to fuck off, and it went, all right, we better leave. So it did.
I just remember being in like elementary school and stuff, and it was like the biggest danger since like a German from like that was pretty popular in like the 40s. You know what I mean? Like this was it, guys. Like if we don't do something, if you don't stop
Paper
using
burn.
all that hairspray, we are all going to fry.
But then
Yeah,
how
no,
will
I mean,
John
it-
Travolta get acting jobs if he can't?
That was
be in
purely simply
hairspray?
people didn't like men using hairspray. That's all it was. And they went, you know, we can't handle this. Their hair looks too good. Let's just stop it.
Culture Casino alone was responsible for that hole in the ozone layer.
I mean, I'm not going to
was.
talk about
It's actually-
Casino
Culture
who's on
Casino
the panel.
himself was responsible.
That's
Oh,
That's
he's a
actually
boob
true.
at the moment.
yeah.
Coach,
Well,
you just couldn't.
I'm on the phone. I'm on my phone. I'm not on the computer or any other computers or nothing. I'm laying down, relaxing because I have a migraine. But I came on because Matt has been ignoring my super chats for the whole stream. Really pissed.
You just couldn't see us up here having a good time and not be invited.
Hey, you know, I had a great conversation with Iron yesterday. I was driving.
Yeah, that was fun. That was I knew it was coming a little bit. I was talking with Jed on the phone before, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll give you a call when Culture picks me up on my street corner."
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he wasn't out on the street corner. That would have been more convenient. At least I'd have been able to, pick him out of the lineup of hoes that are standing around.
Well,
his
that's what I was
place,
going to say.
but
He
no.
was at work then. He would have been at work.
Yeah.
You could have picked him up from work.
Yeah. No, I rolled by his place and, he's like, hang on, I got to do stuff. And I'm like, all right.
Well, he was too busy in the ditch.
No, man, I was standing outside of because I brought one of the big trucks with me. So I'm standing outside of the truck and I'm like, like a boss with my shades on and everything. And he's like, taking his time. And I'm like, dude, it is not cool outside here, dude. It's hot, this place. You got this desert stuff. So eventually he showed up. So we rolled down the road and got to talk to Iron on the way to the thing. You guys should have been there. It was a good time. But
Well, I'm sorry I wasn't.
Yeah.
I apologize.
nah, you should have been there, Grant.
Yeah,
I'm
I
mad at
know.
you. And Shirt and 70s and Yeti. And Iron.
One of
Okay.
these days
Whew.
I'll make it, buddy. I'll be there one day. Don't worry.
But
Where-
so why
where
are
are
you
we going?
skipping my?
I have not-
why are you
I have not been
skipping my-
listening
why
to
are
him.
Why are you skipping my super chats?
What? Well,
Ad
I'll-
doesn't get super chats. He's not monetized.
Yeti, I will. I'll do it.
Oh,
Give me
shit.
a second. Why have I been ignoring your super chats? Because you're mean. That's why. And
I wasn't mean.
not
Well,
this
you have
time.
to say something funny before he highlights it.
Nice.
I was supposed to be.
I got your back.
Can
I'm
I-
a producer
so-
now,
so
so I'm
like-
on your side.
So like one of the first. Wait a minute. You're my editor, Yeti Cast. Be careful.
Oh
man.
shit! I've got a conflict of interest
Yes.
here.
Wait.
Yes, you do.
Dude, when I talked to you like last night about that thing I'm doing, like I was like, oh, I should have him. No, I don't want him to. I'm not gonna make him the editor.
I said I'd help you.
Yeah, but I didn't know you would be editing for people. How much is he paying you? I will.
Half it.
I will match it if depending on what it is.
That could probably work.
Hey, Nick.
And the bidding war for Yeti Cast has begun. All right, Matt, how many we got? Two. Got a
Bidding
dollar
war,
there,
yes.
We got a dollar. We got a dollar. $2, $3.
Nah. I think he could work for more than one people. One people? More than one people?
One people. No,
One
I think
person.
that's the correct term. One people. I think
My-
that's how it's.
Yeah.
Okay.
one
Stick with that one. Yeah, I agree.
Well,
All
many
right.
persons.
My head hurts. Okay, so
One people,
words
two
are not
person.
good right now.
Culture, did you get drunk?
Hey, one people, two.
No,
persons.
I have a migraine. This is one of those bad days for me. So
Oh.
I got drunk.
I had a migraine
Oh,
last
I'm
night.
sorry
when
to
I
hear
saw
that,
How
Culture.
bad
Yeti
she
Cast,
felt.
you're drunk. I'm
It's all
buzzed
those-
right now.
It's all those thick hair roots just seeping into his brain.
it's possible, but I was supposed to actually be doing karaoke with Tom right now. So, but anyway, I just wanted to pop in here and say, Mad, you have to tell the cock in the grass story.
You know what? I will do that tonight here in a little bit.
Does it come with a handy Randy?
Kind of, sort of, not really, maybe. But tell the part where the guy's body was like.
No,
halfway up
no,
his
don't listen to him. No, bullshit. Because you know what Coulter did, right? He was on Comics Division. This is a long time ago, right? And he's like, oh man, Matt has this great story called The Cock in the Grass. Let me try to tell you. You know those people who well, they'll watch someone's like stand-up special one time and then try to do it like in front of their friends, but act like it's theirs, but they fuck it all up. That's what Coulter did. He's adding in.
I did not do that.
He added in shit that didn't make sense, never happened. He left out all the good parts.
I gave you full credit.
No, nope. Well,
I did.
no, you shouldn't have.
I did.
Yeah. So
I
then,
shouldn't have.
whenever you're like, oh, you should tell that
Your
story. People are
story.
like, oh no, we actually already heard it on Comics Division from someone not you. Whatever.
It was a great story. Look, I'm
is.
telling you right now, the
Oh.
guy the guy that ends up like with half of his body in a tree still alive is amazing.
That's not part of it. Culture. That's not.
I think
how I
Culture
remember
just
it.
got called Amy Schumer.
Yep.
I've always said this. He's the Carlos Mancina of YouTube.
Oh no!
Oh my
Oh,
god. Oh.
I could get the Amy Schumer reference because he probably gets hit on by the same amount of guys that Amy Schumer does when his back's turned because of that glorious
Low
hair.
blow.
But the
So
Mancini,
zero?
Carlos
No one's
Mencia.
hitting on
That-
Amy Schumer.
you think you're telling a joke here,
when
but
he's turning around at the bar. The guys love him
I'm
from
just telling
behind.
you right now. Hey, look, you asked Nick Weiser. I got hit on twice while I was at the bar in Vegas.
Oh
I
yeah,
got
by
that dude
men.
approaching from the back. I know. It was weird.
by men. It was
'Cause
awesome.
They thought I was a chick. It was
Yeah.
so weird.
I
was
I
Maybe
love
they
how
didn't think you were a chick.
I love
Oh,
whenever he tells this, right? I've heard him say this multiple times. It always sounds like he's proud of it, like he's kind of bragging. He's like, bro, so many dudes thought I was a chick. Like, they
Dude,
just kept-
Dude, have you?
His culture knows he looks like a man of culture.
That's right.
yeah, I don't know
Love
why
is
you don't
love,
just
man.
put it up
Love
in a
is love.
bun.
He's got a potential
Oh, no, if
career
you-
as an internet femboy.
Hey, he likes to keep things down and swinging. Let it keep. let it be.
Okay, look.
No.
There are only two acceptable times to put your hair up as a man. Number one, you're
Oh,
riding a
yeah.
motorcycle, and number two, you're riding a horse. In public, those are the only two times that it's acceptable to pull your hair.
I
back.
can name a
then-
third.
Why
I
would you
can
put
too.
your hair up in
Three,
both those occasions?
You're driving,
Yes.
yeah, open windows and it's windy outside. You got your hair swinging everywhere, or you just close the damn window.
Or how about just out of
It's a
courtesy?
Riding,
No, here's
riding,
another one.
Riding a horse who's riding a motorcycle.
Okay, here's one that's better.
I just thought that too.
Here's one that's better. How about do it out of courtesy? Because it's so weird to feel your hair on the back of my shoulders. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Hey, you asked for the prostate exam.
Wow. I'm gonna go now.
There
My
there
head
is a
is
fourth
really
case.
bad. I didn't need any of those things in my
I-
head.
If
You're
you're
welcome.
a samurai, you can do
I
that.
don't know if that was intentional or not, but I think
What?
just Mad just announced he was the receiver.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That's a little spoon.
He was catching.
No.
By the way,
Yeah.
the naming rights are still available for the barn.
By the way, just to clear things up, it's if you don't enjoy it, it's not gay.
Barney
Right.
McBarn face.
If you don't push back.
Actually, yeah, if you push back, then you definitely enjoy it. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Have a
my
great
Oh,
night.
really?
Bye.
No way. Bye, culture.
Go, I
Thank-
told
thank
Oh,
you.
her.
Man, hope your
culture's
head feels
leaving
better.
after that.
Hey, dude, I'm a hit and run driver. I'll see you guys later. I love you.
Ooh, he's a hit it
Hey,
and
bro.
quit it. He
Oh,
hit
man.
Mad,
Mic
he quit
drop.
Mad.
I miss him already.
Great. Now he's gonna have to transition. That's what you do when you kill people with cars, right?
I hate to tell
Yeah.
you, Mad, but he's not going to call tomorrow.
By the way, Pole Assassin, dude, if you can send me that link, I would love to check out some of her stuff. Wait,
It's a real
but not-
stripper.
sorry, not
Wait,
at like
Caitlyn Jenner?
like I want to see a stripper, but like if she has a monkey, like heteroerotic. You mean people in spelling?
Yes.
Uh,
People
yeah,
in
check it back.
spelling.
Oh, does it still
People
show?
like
Well, then
it.
you add it, dude.
I'd have to delete one of yours.
That's fine.
So if you tell me which one I can delete,
Okay, I will. I'm doing it right now. Let's see. Let's delete the. You know what? You can do the one with my avatar with the captain's hat on
yeah,
in the pipe.
yeah.
Yeah, that one's fine. Not my refaced of Justin Timberlake eating a burger. Keep that.
Oh,
one.
hey, it's Mad's best friend Arwen Avalon in the chat.
Hey, you're a mod and stuff, right, Yeti?
I think I should be now.
All right. Ban her, like not from the chat, from the channel. And if you could do it from YouTube, do that. I've never figured it out.
Okay. Who am I banning?
By the way,
No one.
I gotta say, Toxic Tuesdays have been so much like more calm and like non toxic since he hasn't been there this past couple of weeks. You know what I mean? It just feels right having all men.
Those are words Mad lives by.
What?
He doesn't like any women around ever.
No,
Nope.
like that. Hey, look,
Matt, who makes your sandwiches and makes the bed, does all the laundry and the cleaning if you've got no women around?
No, he
Right,
has
yeah.
a timer on
Well,
his phone.
men could do it
Wait,
better.
you-
So,
bed?
New clothes when they get dirty.
yeah. Hey, guy, how about you look up some records for like track and field? Who's at the top? All men. But
Well, even in women's sports, it's men.
that's
at
what
the
I'm.
top.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm okay with
Except
that.
for Caitlyn Jenner now.
That's true. That's the only.
She's a gold medalist. Are you? What are you talking about? She won gold medals.
Yeah, but so it's no longer a man at the top. That's
What?
So,
No,
so
it is.
what is it at the top?
Caitlyn, not
Okay,
Bruce.
oh my god.
Wait, so the bottom's not male? I don't know if she ever went that. Like, I don't know.
No, what was said was, I didn't cut it off. I just retired it.
They
There was
they
no
do.
surgery involved.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? The first female 4-star general and whatever made up army thing, the health thing is, man.
Belgium.
Right.
The admiral of the clinic service or something. I don't know. It's just some weird shit.
Yeah. I was like, are they military? Are they enlisted? Why do they have generals?
Well, why is there an admiral in some bureaucratic? I don't get it. Why an admiral? You know, might as well be supreme
more of a
commander of
rear
the Sith or
admiral.
something. You know.
Hey, Retro, did you have a chance to upload those other to repost those links in the private chat?
For a second, I thought he was
No,
gonna say,
okay,
"Kay, do you have a moment to ban Arwen?" I thought that's what he was gonna
There's
do.
always time to ban her.
I have the power now. Get ready.
He sounded like Alex Jones when he said that.
I'm sorry. Like, you're only going to improve the quality of the stream if there's more pictures of me. The more they see of me, the better their quality gets. That's a fact.
It's turning into being John Malkovich.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Or
nothing but mad.
or that movie called Identity with John Cusack. I may be the only one that remembers that.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you sleep with yourself, mad? I mean, if you were the only
Of
person.
course he would.
Well, I wouldn't. Oh God.
He
What
already
is it?
has.
What is it?
So technically, when you're part of an administration,
hey, he's
you
back.
actually have diplomatic ranks equal to military ranks because technically you've been drafted into a form of service. So,
but dude-
so a deputy,
don't you have
like
to
for
commit?
example, a deputy press chief actually is the equivalent of a 3-star general.
Jeez.
Okay, but do they have diplomatic immunity?
Yes, absolutely.
Immunity.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. No, there are certain grades that you're awarded. For example, like the what do you call them? The deputy communications director has essentially, like the level of a lieutenant colonel. So I mean, it's kind of just the way it rolls there.
So anyone
they
got
are
that piece of
different
music
ranks,
from
or they
the
are the
More
same
You Know?
thing?
Yeah.
Nobody's asking the important questions yet. Have they started teaching everyone to stop, drop, and roll?
Oh, shut up.
What
Culture,
I
thank
don't-
you so much for coming back in here and contributing to our
what-
jokes with
With actual
lots
information.
with facts. Yeah, it made it so much
Okay.
more fun. Thank you.
All right. Well,
Hey, I
okay.
tried to pull it back. I tried to pull back away from
do you want-
facts and
do you-
just.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know what your different levels are at the CIA director level positions?
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
please.
Okay.
And also what level you're at.
Anyway, have a great night, guys. See you later.
Cheers, culture.
All right.
Oh,
Whatever.
I
Oh,
wanted
missed
to
him
know,
already again.
but
Wait,
I guess
what?
he couldn't tell us what level he was at. Otherwise, I don't know. do you have to kill
Grand
us?
Muff, I
Dude,
believe.
obviously they're
Grand Muff
watching.
was the rank.
Guys, why would they turn on me? Have y'all not seen how mean C is to me over on Toxic Tuesdays? The meanest person.
Who?
And I'm just there, just like, no, why can't we, just have fun? I like women in my movies sometimes.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
women on
those
women
movies.
Yeah. All right, fine. All right. I'll give you one that I actually do enjoy. Ready or Not with Hugo Weaving's niece. That movie was great. Not good enough for me to learn what her name actually is, but it is still a good movie. I'm guessing something Weaving. I don't know.
Look at the faces here.
Fucking amazing.
Now we need Yeti and Redshirt to conform.
Yeti, do not do that. You're bound by the honor of the Mad Barber Boys not to participate.
And now I'm telling you to violate that law on not
See, I was
behalf
never
of
offered
the
a
Mad
position in
Barber
the Mad Barber
Boys.
Boys.
One of us. One of us.
I
I am good with bribery, so that is not something I'm above taking.
I'm bribing you with inclusion.
And I'm bribing you back with being one of us.
And what better
That's not a
inclusion
good
than
bribe.
to join us?
That's a terrible bribe.
It's not.
Find your
It comes-
favorite-
it
find
comes
your
with
new
free
favorite
handies.
movie,
Dude.
Mad.
It comes with
You're
free
mad if you
handies.
don't.
Found your new favorite movie, Mad.
You get a handy
someone give
from
you a
all of
mouth hug.
us. If you join
Yeah,
us,
but
you get a
Mad
handy.
already receives, so that's better than handy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I-
you get to give them.
Yeti, do you not remember this?
Says you plus me equals us. Oh yeah. Calculus. Yeah.
By the way,
I was left out in all of that.
okay, so
Yeah.
to
And
be
it's not
fair,
helping.
I
We're
did not
trying to
remember.
include you, and he's not including you. So you clearly know what you have to have your icon now as.
To-
He just
li-
proved how much he cares.
In my
Lack
defense,
thereof.
I forgot that you were not a part of that one whatsoever.
You know, the best
'Cause you're
part
so
is
forgettable
like
to
my
him.
expression is the exact same as this little avatar here. I am just as confused.
Well,
Well, I
because like
got
he's
this one from when he sneezed 2 days ago. So so I paused it on that one.
I think Nick Waters was the best because that's my like, is culture still talking? So by the way,
The
that
answer is
wasn't a
yes.
bit. By the way, that wasn't a bit. I did not set up to play a video that he was not included on. That actually genuinely just
So
happened.
you were just casually insulting him by mistake then? It wasn't
Yeah, it really was.
intentional.
I added
It
him.
was a
You know
bit that makes more sense, but now you're saying you generally just don't care about this poor man.
You know what? I tried to add him to Reface, but it would not accept that Yeti. So I did everything I could. I added him at the very end with him screaming like a goat. So that was good. And he did a
I
little
mean,
dance.
you could have used the one
Oh,
from,
wait, hold
from
on.
the
I do have
movie.
one.
Just like
yeah.
taking the movie shot and added that in instead
no,
of just
no,
having
no,
me
no,
get shot.
Um, Wait, hold on. It's Bang My Screw.
Perhaps this Bigfoot creature can bridge the divide between us and them. Perhaps his gentle ways can teach us, remind us that peace and harmony are necessary if mankind is to survive. What? Huh? Oh,
Okay, so
See-
in my defense, again, I forgot how that one ended.
See, you could have used his face, and then it would have translated for Reface. You could have
Hey.
used that before I got shot.
Hey, George, by the way, you are welcome to join us. I had already tagged you before I ever asked you if you wanted to be up here, but you do have the link.
George, come in with a different face though.
Yeah, you didn't know in the Mad Mardigan face is what you do.
No, so I was doing the
Join
tweet.
the
I was
Mac
trying to.
cult.
I was trying to get it out before the 30-minute notification goes out, and
All of us.
I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find Red Shirt and 70s. These two assholes aren't even on Twitter. So then I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna add Nick. I don't care if he comes or not. I just needed more people to add to it.
I mean, you didn't add me until I asked, so I mean,
No, I thought you were part of the Discord thing for Matt's thing.
no, I told you I wasn't.
Oh, well, okay. Anyway, so I get in here, and then Red Shirt's like, hey, man, like you have it scheduled for tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'm like, fuck. So but by the time I got it to the right time, it was past that 30-minute thing. I'm like, God dang it.
So you stopped paying
User.
attention to you.
I'm
why
so
you need a
bad at
producer.
YouTubing.
This is your new favorite film.
Wait, what is this?
It's your new favorite movie. I found it for you.
Oh,
In Sweden, it's called Mads Utopia.
oh, sorry. Like, I'm going to be honest. When I looked at the title, the first thing I saw was women, and automatically was like, oh, what is this? But
They're just
now,
about to disappear.
Mad is single-handedly responsible for why the last man being canceled. He
I didn't
raged
care.
against that.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't care
written
for
by
their
Ryan
for their.
Kinnell.
I didn't care for their nonsense.
And I guess you liked Children of Men because if only men could have children, there would be no need for women. So you'd be okay with that.
I'd be okay with that. You know, let's just make
I
that
mean, that is a
that.
great film, though.
Oh, Junior. They were gonna do a
Yes, that
sequel
one,
where
no.
Eddie Murphy was the third one. They were triplets in that one.
They're doing a new one with Kevin Hart.
Oh, in The Rock? It would have
Yeah.
to be The Rock, right? It's gonna be The Rock. Yeah. By the way, not hearing good things about that movie, whatever it's called, with The Rock
Oh.
and Ryan Reynolds and
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
the reviews are like exceptionally worse than the Eternals bad.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's what I
on-
hear.
On the plus side, no camera people was shot on it or died, which we can't say
Wow.
for Indiana Jones.
Well, that might improve the movie.
Yeah,
uh
that guy was on everything.
Wookie, you're more than welcome. I will always be here for you, sir, to lighten the load. Nope.
Matt is good at lightening people's loads.
I listen. If I've ever been known for anything, is I will take that load like a
Oh, so
champ.
what Culture said was true. Okay.
I don't know what he
He
said. I
will
can't remember.
carry
He
that
says a lot of
load on
things.
his lower back.
I mean,
Well,
anywhere,
hey,
like I
'cause he's a
wherever
superhero.
wherever it lands, huh? What is this?
And now I found your new favorite book for you.
I've always been a fan of Ernest Hemingway. He seems
Well,
like such a
indeed, he's a very macho writer, but this looks like a good Men Without Women, and it's two
But-
guys cuddling.
they're fighting as
mean-
men do.
In all fairness, what has Hemingway done lately, though? Like,
Well, that's right. He hasn't written a good book in 60
Oh.
years.
That's a good. That's a good counter to that one. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
There you go.
You know,
Good luck. This is
there's a
your
reason
kind of
for that.
Ah,
sucks as a writer now. He can't even do a single word.
good
Coming
Lord.
to you
not-
live from the Isle of Men.
Just keep
Why are there so
recycling his
many-
old material.
Why are there so many chicks on our chat tonight? This wasn't made for you.
There you go.
God.
Take away the only audience you're getting.
Right? Can we not? Can
I
we
didn't know
not?
you were
your
DSP.
account.
Jesus.
Dude, they're always trying to invade men's spaces. Oh,
They were brought here by my natural charm.
Oh,
Either that or
And
your
dead
now
body
silence.
spray.
yes,
Jeez.
yeah, exactly what should have happened.
Sorry, I didn't recognize who was talking without a mad face.
You want me to join you after you left me hanging like that? I don't think so.
Absolutely.
All right. Can someone click on the utterly bananas introduction one? I want. If why there's so many mads? There could never be enough mads in this
The
world.
producer has to do that.
Yeah, what am
Oh.
I clicking on?
Click on
Private
the
chat.
link in the back. By the way,
I mean,
George,
last
I don't
time
know
on the
if
link, everyone made fun of the way I
Private
spoke.
chat.
So
That's the Tampa.
Bananas. Okay, I see bananas.
Yeah,
Yep.
Tampa 50.
George, I don't know if. Oh, thanks, Matt. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to scroll up to find if you saw that I said you could come in here. Do not click
All
on that.
feed Mad's ego.
Mads. One
Anybody
of
click
Mads.
All right, Yeti, bring it up whenever. I don't know if y'all have seen this. What I think it was Microsoft and their include like the way that because sometimes like blind people will be listening. Well, they listen a lot, and they found a way to make sure that you know exactly who it is that is speaking because it can get confusing out there. Whenever you're ready,
yeah.
Yeti.
Hello and
Oh,
welcome
God, these
to
people.
Microsoft
Yeah.
Ignite. We've got a big day ahead and lots in store for you.
So excited.
First, we want
a
to
man.
acknowledge that the land where the Microsoft
Oh,
campus
this
is
isn't the one
situated
where.
was
No, listen,
traditionally
listen.
occupied
Yeah.
This isn't
by the
pronoun one.
Sammamish,
This is
the Duwamish, the Snoqualmie, the Suquamish, the Muckleshoot, the Snohomish, the Tulalip, and other Coast Salish peoples
Can you pause it?
since time immemorial.
Sounds like my workplace.
All right. Do you know why she had to name so many different tribes?
why?
Because before we came and stole their land, they fought each other over like the land.
land.
viciously.
And
Absolutely
we don't,
viciously.
and we don't know who was
Yeah.
stolen from.
And you know how long they did that?
Slaves.
What was that, Nick?
Oh, I
Not
didn't
that-
say anything.
Oh, okay.
Well
Um,
well said.
Good.
Yeah. So you know how long
You
that
leave-
went on
you
for?
leave Mads the fourth alone.
That went on as time immemorial. Anyway, by the way, did you know? I just found out about the whole. You know how like they gave Native Americans blankets with smallpox. Did you
That didn't
know?
happen.
Right, because the germ theory wasn't even a thing until like almost like the
Yeah, that came up way afterwards as a way to blame it. but
way
that,
afterwards.
Exactly.
That didn't actually happen.
It's the classic retroactive blame.
Yeah, like
you're to blame for something that you couldn't have known about, or you didn't do, or something that that was 150 years before there was any reason to believe that was a bad idea.
Now, what did actually happen is when they came over, there was no natural immunity to diseases that were built up in Europeans. So it just ravaged them, ravaged the population because like they never experienced those germs before. Like that happened, but that was just because like they showed up and germs pass.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, I guess learned it there, and like it makes such sense. Like on like just a common knowledge. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, that's just common sense, kind of a level, but it's so ingrained into it what we think of history.
Yeah.
That you don't even really question it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh man, I bet they did this about all kinds of other things.
Yeah, they don't tell you that, but they didn't
soft.
have to give them blankets. They just had to shake their hands and breathe on them.
Right. You know, I see, because now I'm like, man, I bet if I go back, I'll see that JFK wasn't really like committed to his wife. I bet he wasn't faithful. Like
He also died of COVID after that headshot.
what?
Yeah,
The virus
he was the
entered
first
the wound.
COVID. He was the first COVID.
Wait,
casualty.
by the way, we don't have to say that. You could say any other type of thing that that we know what you're talking about. Right?
You know who else that happened
He
to?
was the first goof casualty.
Martin
He was
Luther
first,
King.
he was the first swine flu, N1H1.
That bullet was just riddled with the coof.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that
this
the
is what
coof
happens-
will like.
They also
Damn
thought it was
Chinese
blanks.
bullets.
I didn't know like the coof makes your like skull soft. That's interesting.
The coof
Yeah, I mean,
was the
it's
second
a rare
gunman.
side effect. It only happens with presidents.
That's right,
Oh,
COVID
come on.
holding on.
Shit on the grassy knoll.
Oh, good.
By the way, are
Somebody
you
got that
highlighting
joke.
the chat?
Yeah, I'm working.
I get it,
I'm
I
working on it.
I get it.
Yeah, why is- but Folly will with nice. I'm not going to
And-
read that, but I'll look at it.
Yeah,
I'll
you can
certainly
look at
agree
it.
I'll certainly agree with that.
You
'cause
can
Andrew
look, but you
Jackson was
can't
a dick.
Andrew
I don't get-
Jackson,
I don't get
Old
the joke in
Hickory.
that Toxic Man flu
Yeah.
one. He's usually so funny.
Listen, real quick. Old Hickory is one of he's probably my favorite president of all time. That
Same.
dude was
He was
crazy.
corrupt to the core.
He got into so many duels, like they would call him bag of marbles because he had so many musket balls lodged in him.
Well,
by the-
how do you feel about balls being lodged in you, though? I mean, this is the question.
look,
We
why,
already know that answer.
why do you
The
think he's
balls,
my
the
favorite?
balls are fine as long as the hair's not touching the back of the neck. This has already been
Exactly. As long as the hair's not
That's
on the
why he
shoulders.
likes when the hair gets put up.
real quick, two quick
It's
things
not
about
gay
it.
unless culture's hair is in your mouth. Is that right?
Oh.
Matt? Is that-
Okay, no, I make sure that it's at least trimmed. Wait, what? You talking about like his head? Anyway, so listen.
Do the curtains match the drapes?
He's
100%.
southern beard.
Oh,
He's
I
got
don't know.
hardwood.
Yeah, damn it, Yeti. You dick. Anyway, I want to say two things about the whole duels with Andrew Jackson.
whole-
One, one that was on accident. One, he had so many duels because his wife was still married. Her husband refused to, get the divorce, and so everybody would call her a whore. So he kept getting into duels over that. Two, the way he would duel was he would let the other guy shoot first because he figured they would try to shoot so fast and be a little nervous that there's a high likelihood it's very likely they're gonna miss after they
Which
shot.
is true.
Yeah, after they shot, he took his time to line up his shot.
Yeah,
And they
no,
just
no.
had to stand there and wait for the bullet to kill them.
that was an actual strategy that
It's a
people
strategy.
used because they'd waste their shot trying to be too quick. And
Because if they both played that strategy, they could have stood there for 48 hours, died of thirst.
So,
this was the president of the United States.
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was also the first president that anyone ever tried to assassinate. The guy goes up to him with his musket, like his pistol or whatever, right? His flint pistol. It doesn't go off. So then he grabs his second one. It doesn't go off. And then Andrew Jackson goes, my cane is always loaded, motherfucker, and beats him with his cane. I don't know if he says that, but that's how I picture it.
It is fact
Samuel L.
now.
Jackson during it, or like that's crazy.
Yeah, so
I can't wait for the Mad
Mad
Madigan movie of Andrew Jackson's life where you play him.
I'm not even done. Do you know why they don't let people in the White House like they used to? Because when Andrew Jackson won the presidency, they had a party, but all of his people were like NASCAR people, right? So they all come to the White House to party, and they were going crazy in the White House. The staff had to take the kegs of beer or whatever, the barrels of beer, and put it out on the front lawn to coax out these cuckoo banana NASCAR guys that Andrew Jackson brought to be able to lock them out. They had to sneak him out a window.
I'm okay. Now I'm really confused. There was NASCARs, but they were using muskets.
Well, no, like the type of, you know what I mean. Like
Facts
poor
are
people.
facts, okay?
I'm talking
Don't be an
poor
asshole.
people.
Man of the people.
I don't know what that means.
What, you don't know what poor
What do you
people?
mean by
Like a-
NASCAR people?
Didn't he also get a huge, massive like wheel of cheese?
Yes. Yeah, and it stunk up the White House for like even the next administration had to deal with the smell of this rotten cheese in the White House.
Well,
Yeah.
this
Anyway,
seemed harsh.
people, because I don't understand what you're talking.
very harsh.
That seemed
I don't know
harsh.
where I lost. I don't know if I lost him because he couldn't keep up with the story, or I lost him because he didn't care for my opinion on what happened.
I don't know. I was following it.
Yeah,
Seemed pretty good to me.
Man, you're drunk.
I am.
Oh my god. Hey, Pole Assassin, that one's beautiful. Mad Drew Jackson.
I would be
Nice.
saying so much like worse things if I wasn't supposed to be in charge of this chat right now. Like I'm focusing so hard at trying to highlight things. I'm not saying terrible things.
By the way, I also need you to get back to the video so we can press play.
Oh god damn it.
A people that are still here, continuing to honor and bring to light their ancient heritage.
Oh, fun fact that people don't seem to realize, but the Europeans brought the horses. Like there were horses did not come from North America. So that entire idea of them like taming them was brought over by Europeans.
Yeah, they were just really good with the horses. Like they.
My name is Allison Wines. I'm a senior program manager in our developer tools division. I'm an Asian
I
and
don't see
white
your
female
pronouns.
with dark brown hair wearing a red sleeveless top.
And I'm Seth Juarez, program manager in the AI platform group. I'm a tall Hispanic male wearing a blue shirt, khaki pants. Today we kick off 2 days of learning more about the
Looks like
latest
a giant.
solutions, exploring.
Okay, you can stop it there. You can take that down now. All right, I'll take it down.
There's another one where
Yeah, but we get it. Like, do y'all know why? Do you know why they describe themselves?
So
Because
you would get them
blind people-
confused because men and
Yes.
women are the same thing now.
So the blind can suffer.
No, so the blind would be aware of what their race is.
As if it matters to blind
is that
people.
the reason?
Yes.
Because there was another one where they started announcing their pronouns too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because
God, it makes sense.
And that's
How
so
could
the
the-
stupid can understand what sex they are. That's why they announce their pronouns. So
Hi,
one was
my
for the
name's
blind, one
Steve.
was for
I'm
the
a
stupid.
female.
wait, Toxic's not really mad. No way.
Wait, Toxic is mad?
I don't know. He said he's leaving.
I
All right,
missed it.
Toxic. I'll see you later, brother. Hopefully you're not mad at me. I don't know what I did that lost you, but I guess it was my support for Andrew Jackson. By the way, my favorite vice president, Dick Cheney.
Oh.
Anyone
think
who
it's Andrew Jackson. I think it's the Andrew
Only man
Jackson
that
thing.
could shoot a guy in the face and make the other person apologize.
Yeah, exactly. there's this interview. I tried to find the clip, man. He's being interviewed, and the reporter, she asked him like, well, there's so much like people are so against like, the Iraq war and and they're really mad about it. I don't know how I pissed him off. Like if I knew
he's not a big fan of Andrew Jackson, who did wage a bit of an ethnic war against the Native Americans.
Okay.
I think he's a little bit sensitive about that, I believe.
Right. Look,
given his heritage.
Well, look, it was about territory.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm just relaying.
And I'm saying this as someone who is a tribal Indian.
Yeah.
I specifically did not bring up any of the things that Andrew Jackson did with him. I'm pretty sure Toxic has to be familiar with me. And like, is he really my favorite president? I don't know. I don't have a favorite president. I don't pay attention to what they do. You know what I mean? It was just an avenue to be able to talk about the crazy shit that happened to him in his life. That's it. Anyways, back to this because this. So, what's crazy though is like they want like race shouldn't be a factor. It shouldn't be a discriminate. You know what I mean? Like, so blind people are like. Why do you want to like you're forcing people who otherwise would not see color to now be aware of the race so that they now know what that is going to what that indicates in a social like
so they could be offended with everyone else.
I mean,
right.
The blind are pretty bigoted. They need to know whether you're white or not. I mean, that's everyone knows that.
How dare you not see color?
Exactly. That's the problem. They don't see color. That's literally a racist term to say that I don't see color. And I'm sick and tired of these blind people throwing that out in front of everyone.
Oh, damn.
So it wasn't a Stevie Wonder thing where a journalist once asked him, what does it feel like to be one of the leading black musical artists in the world? He says, what do you mean I'm black?
Yeah.
Wait, who was that?
Stevie Wonder. What do you mean I'm black?
Yeah, I'm black.
I'm black. It's an old joke, but not a good one.
We had a parody commercial here to sell beer that was based on that. A guy walks into a bar and it says no dogs allowed, and he's got his little beagle or something with him, and he walks in and he puts his glasses on. He says, I'll have a schooner, a new mate, and he's like, well, no, you can't have dogs here. No, it's a guide dog, and he's like, well, guide dogs are either German Shepherds or Labrador. He's like, well, what the hell did they give me? So that was a parody of that one.
Your accent kind of threw me off on getting all that.
Well, okay, I'll speak a little bit slower for you next time, Matt. I apologize.
Hold up, real quick. Nick
real quick.
and
Hey, you want me to be quick
Redshirt.
or slow?
As a fellow member of the Commonwealth, I fully understand what you're going through.
Hey,
you lost
real
Greg
quick,
Gregory.
Nick. Oh,
Yeah,
I removed him. I removed him.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I know what you're going through, Grant, because they don't understand me either.
Real quick, Redshirt and Nick have to get going, so I wanted to be able to.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. I'll go first, but sorry I couldn't be on longer, but Matt, always fun to hear from you and your madness. Stay
Lies.
mad. We got mad. Tell Yeti come on Toxic Tuesday. Get his ass on there.
I've been trying to tell him. He's like, I'm not going to be on that dude's channel.
Oh,
I'm waiting for an invite, and it hasn't happened because
I have invited you. I've invited you.
I know.
The ball is now officially in your court, sir. I need you to pick it up off the floor, and now you got to respond.
That's us.
But anyways, yes, we're doing Escape from New York, and yes, Mad Mardigan tried to do a 3 a.m. fortification with a ballot up, but unfortunately, it was not enough for Demolition Man, so Escape from New York still won despite said fortification. So you all have a good magical evening. I also got some cool videos coming this week. It'll be great, and you in the chat all have a fine evening. Pole Assassin, Marby Dog, Punk Waddle. Whoa, what 70s?
I think Mad should be demanding a full audit, a forensic audit of this voting.
Will Handy Randy,
Point.
will Handy Randy be involved in this?
Yes, and I want to recount, and he's the only one that's allowed to recount.
It'll take him days to pick those ballots up.
His hands are going to be a little bit sticky though.
But yeah, from all those handies. I know. I'm counting that. It's gonna be a very sticky situation.
You
So
better lawyer up, Nick, because there's going to be some trouble.
That's right. I'm gonna take it all the way to the Supreme Court. Until then, we're gonna watch Demolition Man next week instead.
Oh, that's a good movie. I love that one.
Yeah.
Port
like,
of
I'm trying-
Fire.
I tell you what, man, you watch Demolition Man,
Man
and you can
cool.
talk about that, and we'll all talk about Escape from New York.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
I'd rather hear about Demolition Man.
Oh, we
if
can do
you're
them
doing
all.
a Demolition
we're going,
Man, I'm
we're going to do
100%
them
into
all.
it.
Well, I mean, Con Air proves the existence of God. Like we could start there.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
child rapist gets away. Yeah, that proves God's.
Okay,
All right,
nope,
gents.
nope, Grant, nope. That's not
Okay,
what.
Nick.
Bye,
Good night, guys.
See you, buddy.
Have a good. Oh, he left.
Red shirt.
Yeah, I want to say thank you, Matt, for setting this up. It's been fun, and you can find me in chats where I wrench because I do a lot of them. One of them is here, and usually in the chat on Friday Night Tights and on Friday evenings for sure. Sometimes on Tuesdays and Wednesdays on the Wake Downs channel. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, thanks again. It's been a lot of fun, and everybody in the chat, you're great. And I will be seeing you later.
Hey, okay. Well, if
Oh,
you
I missed
listen
him
to
already.
this,
Cheers,
if you
buddy.
listen to this back, I was going to say I really appreciate you being here, not only on time. Being here on time. Anyway, all right, we can go back to your thing.
Another stream. I told you I'd get there when I got there.
I didn't say anything about you. All I said was I appreciate him being on time. Yeti wasn't on time either. Although
Yeah, but
technically
he's a part of your crew.
technically he didn't even know about it until after we started, but that's all right.
By proxy, then.
Yeah, and as it should. Yeti, you going to bring that back up?
Oh no, Yeti's gone. He said he'll be back in 10 minutes. So.
Oh, did he really?
That's
When did he say
something
that?
Yeah,
He's
the
right
approach
there.
thing. No,
He's
no, he said
DMing
it.
me on freaking. I'll add it.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't play it though.
Play it.
Oh, Yeti, I can't play it. How do
We've
I?
got the gist.
That's what I said. Anyway,
So
there's
the
an-
guy
people
on the
are
left says he
insane
identifies
is
as
the
a
gist.
moron.
So George should be here soon too, man. So that's good.
Yeah, I sent
And-
the link as well, just in case you didn't get it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, but I did send it to him. I guess I'll highlight the chat. Let's see here. Yep, us. Okay, not gonna highlight women. Here we go.
Did you realize that there are more and more women in the chat as the
Dude,
minutes go by?
It's insane. Like people think I'm kidding when I say that they're trying to invade men's spaces, but look what's happening. That's because they don't actually want to do anything.
Soon you'll have an entire audience of nothing but women.
I mean,
That's
you can
literally
lady
my worst
bratwurst.
nightmare.
It's a sausage in the name, so does it really count? I don't know. Like,
What? Oh, this one?
yeah,
I could still
mean,
smell burnt.
lady-
Oh wow! It wasn't a tank; it was a Bradley. But anyway,
Oh, okay.
wait, that's not you, is it?
Who?
No, I think
Lady.
it's Arwen.
Oh,
Arwen's still there.
Is she? No.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like three chats down from that one that he just highlighted.
Right, so she is. Mind you, you can have more than one YouTube account and be
I
signed into
don't-
them all at the same time.
No, that can't be possible.
I'm pretty sure it's a theoretical possibility.
If it was possible, Mad would be doing it just to boost his own numbers.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're a witch. That's all it is.
Who would do that?
I mean, what's going to happen? You're going to end up with like 4 Mads on one stream? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Oh,
That would just be crazy.
yeah.
It'd actually be quite an interesting experiment. Talking to himself 4 times.
Actually, I think the best part about it is that they'd find grounds to argue with each other about stuff that they all agree on.
Oh, they would still
And then
argue.
culture steps in to interrupt him.
Yeah. That'll give them a good half an hour to sort the differences out.
I just assume Mad sets up like 4 different mirrors when he's playing with himself, just so he can watch it from different.
No, dude, I play multiplayer games sometime as well. I don't always just play Xbox by myself.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about. Definitely. Yep.
Yeah. I keep it PG up here, bitches. No, so
yeah, man, I'm so fucking PG, you wouldn't understand it.
hell yeah. Well, I'm like PG for like Australia. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, I mean, I haven't called you cunt yet, so I guess it's probably.
All right, there it is. Thanks for.
He's thought it
putting
a
that
few
on the
times.
channel.
He just hasn't called you.
Dang it! You made me forget what I was gonna say. It was important.
What about Andrew Jackson?
Oh no, I didn't finish Dick Cheney. So Dick Cheney was doing that interview, right? And she was like every, blah blah blah. People are against the war, but what do you say? And he goes, so. And she's like, so that's, and he rolls his eyes. He's like, so what I mean is that we can't always base our decisions on what the public thinks when there's information that they may not have available to them. Blah 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 blah. Right? But just the balls to be like, I don't care what people are saying.
I mean, how have we brought up like badass presidents without bringing up Theodore Roosevelt? Like that guy was a true badass. He gave a speech after being shot. Like he literally gave a speech.
He gave a permanent income tax and introduced the Federal Reserve, didn't he? No.
Oh, listen, if we're gonna base,
but he sent mean tweets, and we just can't handle that.
As we can't handle that. Yeah.
Guys. If we're gonna base who our favorite president is on their policy and their impact on the country as a whole, that's no.
And he was in Night at the Museum, so that's
okay. Now you're winning me back over.
No, I mean I base my favorite presidents on how they take a bullet.
That's right.
I still think Lincoln did the best because the spray hit a lot more people.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? He may not have walked away.
He stopped the bullet with his head.
Yeah,
first.
But listen, good old Abe. He may not have lived, or walk away, but he did. He lasted a lot longer than what people thought. Oh, did you know that? Because John Booth, he hurt his leg, but he didn't hurt it jumping off of there. He actually had a horse. His getaway horse was known to be like an asshole and would buck a lot. And true, that's the horse they picked for the horse away. And I guess
the horse away.
Yeah, I guess you could still say get away.
Did you just say the horse away?
Yeah,
that's a common terminology. I can agree with that.
Guys, they can't all be home runs. Anyway,
he
so
started the horse up and tried to drive it away.
But yeah, so it was actually because the horse fell on his leg, and that's how he had the. Do you know who killed John Wilkes Booth?
The horse was trying to give him the stranger.
It was Mrs. Booth.
What was the horse's hair tied back?
Was it the horse that killed him?
Huh?
Did the horse kill him?
No, it was Boston Corbett.
Don't know that. But
okay, so
never mind that. The important question was the play any good?
No, but I mean this is the problem. You've got another left-leaning bloody actor trying to go after the president, and this one actually succeeded because he was Republican. Oh, it's terrible.
I heard that play went off with the bang.
Boo!
No,
get out of here. Remove yourself.
They were gunning for it afterwards. That's for sure.
Listen, so real quick, I want to tell you a couple things about Boston Corbett. Right, first,
I heard Lincoln was just dying to get out of there.
Oh no, you did not interrupt me for that. Anyway, so first, he was a.
That play became #1 with a bullet.
I mean, if you're going to be an actor you're not in the play, he definitely killed it. You got to give John Booth that. He definitely killed it.
First off,
I had the right avatar for it.
First off, Boston Corbett was a hatter, right? Now back then they would use was
he a Mad Hatter?
Hold on, they use mercury to form the hat or whatever. Mad Hatter comes from hatters back in the day going cuckoo bananas from all the mercury that they were exposed to.
That's right.
Oh, damn.
Right. That's where Mad Hatter comes from. The second thing you need to know is that he was a big fan of the Jesus. And he would always see these prostitutes or whatever hanging out, and he'd get really tempted. But he knew he couldn't do it because, the Jesus, right? So he decided to prevent him from doing it. What he thought would be a good idea is to take a knife, open up his coin purse and remove the coins. I'm talking about his balls. He cut his balls open and removed them. Then he went to dinner. After dinner, he took a walk, and then he went to the Boston Memorial Hospital. So those are two things.
Well, you've got to admire his balls, haven't you? You've got to admire his balls.
I mean, they have said that hospital food is terrible, so it makes sense.
Hey, the balls on that guy. You can look at them. They're on the floor.
What fuck I just walk into?
We're talking about Boston Corbett.
We're talking about Boston Corbett, how he cut his balls out and left them on the floor.
Who?
What would you have done with your balls after you cut them out, Tom?
Boston Corbett was the man who killed John Wilkes Booth, but he says it was Jesus. Fun fact, though, he shot him in the exact same spot that Lincoln was shot.
In the theater? In the theater?
Sorry. They found him in a barn, right? They were trying to get him out. Hold on, real quick.
Stole it from me.
Damn it, real quick.
Theaters, Matt.
So they wanted to identify everybody that was involved in this, right? So they needed him alive. So they set the barn on fire to make him run out. Boston Corbett was like, nah, fuck that, and shot him through the cracks of the barn and killed him. And before he died, he raised his hands up. Oh, sorry, he couldn't move his hands, so he had somebody like kind of like, please lift my hands. And he looks at him and he goes, useless, like so dramatic to the end. Anyway.
He was an actor.
I just assumed he like picked up Lincoln's head and then shot him through that.
Oh no, boo!
No, he put the gun in Lincoln's hand and pulled the trigger with it, just to let Lincoln have the revenge.
Play. Yeah, I mean that's justice. That's
anyway. Tom, thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, speaking of Lincoln, I have a really great new quote from Lincoln here that I've seen going around.
Oh, sorry, it's not the one on the.
Oh God!
Only slightly topical.
Oh, I hadn't seen that.
Baldwin can't keep getting away with it.
Abraham Lincoln, probably.
I mean, especially someone who's more democratic. Yeah, never trust a democratic actor with a gun.
What's that static
I've been kind of avoiding making too many cracks, but I saw that.
Yeah, me
one,
too.
and I'm just like, oh, that's too funny.
All right,
I heard he
just
killed
take
on
your
set.
shot. I mean, oh shit, sorry, never mind.
Anyway, hey,
Jesus, take the
So, Tom, have you? We were talking about this earlier, a long time ago, actually. Did you see all the how bad the reviews are coming in of that Ryan Reynolds The Rock movie? There's some woman in it too. They're like, yeah, this movie is horrible.
What Ryan Reynolds? I didn't even know he had one come out.
Oh yeah, it's called Something Dumb on Netflix, right? Like they're
Something Dumb is what it's called.
No, I don't know. I can't remember the name. Red something, I think. Like
the
Rock.
Red Notice or something. Red.
Yeah.
Something Dumb.
I never even heard
Something
of
Dumb. Yeah.
It's every movie you've seen with The Rock, and every movie you've seen with like Ryan Reynolds.
So
like,
they're both. The Rock is in this too.
Oh,
yes.
Red Notice, the
Wow.
one with Gal Gadot.
Yeah,
It's Gal Gadot. Yeah.
Gal Gadot. Yeah.
Interesting.
Gal Gadot.
No, I'm not even.
It's Gal Gadot and a couple of boobs, which is Ryan Reynolds in The Rock.
Gal Gadot boobs.
Anyway, so glad
He's a male feminist.
Oh my God!
Oh, how
would that be like MGTOW or whatever?
Mad the Meninist.
Yeah, I was trying to combine those two.
He's a menace.
I'm a
He's
meninist.
a menace, all right. He's a menace.
A Madden's. Nope.
He's like the modern day Al Bundy.
What is the equivalent of a feminist?
No, Al Bundy was cool.
Our soul choose. What does Mad do?
Yeah,
I don't-
exactly.
Okay, well, so
penis.
So here's the difference between me and feminists. I do not like want y'all to have rights.
Masculism. That's what the male version of feminism is called. Masculism.
How about masculine?
You're a masculist.
There you go. Madskillism. There we go.
You're emasculated.
I don't know about that one. Can somebody bring up that Daredevil article? I know Tom's a big Daredevil fan.
Can't wait till they make him deaf as
Producer.
well. He'll be the most diverse superhero ever.
Oh, buddy, wait until you see it. I was gonna wait on George, but apparently he drove to a different state to have dinner because he said he was on his way home like 2 hours ago.
That's what you do.
If it's good food, it's worth the travel.
Suspect that means he went to Louisiana.
Daredevil may be back,
black.
but
Maybe
Marvel's
black.
changed the Matt Murdock forever. While Marvel's Daredevil is finally out of prison, Matt Murdock's experience has changed him on a level that shouldn't be forgotten. While the original Daredevil may have returned, Matt Murdock's changed forever when it came to how he views justice. For most of the year, he's been in prison for committing involuntary manslaughter. Wanting to prove to the public and to his fellow heroes that no one's above the law, he chose to serve his sentence after being convicted. He wanted to prove that the justice system works. However, Matt soon came to realize that his goal was unattainable due to the blatant corruption he witnessed, a realization he won't be going away anytime soon in the pages of Marvel Comics. Chip Zdarsky, Marco.
They just want to get
Cheeto.
rid of all heroes, don't they?
Well, no, he's still a hero. He's such a hero that he put himself in jail for.
I mean,
He chose to go to prison.
he chose to go
Especially-
to prison, but he was in there for just 1 year for killing someone. I mean,
Levels,
By the way-
the levels of corruption in the prison became very apparent and all too real to Daredevil. Not only was the warden paid off by Kingpin to have inmates poison in an attempt to kill him, Murdoch also discovered that several inmates were being injected with a chemical prior to their release, making them more aggressive while also infecting others in their communities, driving the numbers of returning and new inmates.
Okay, hold on real quick, right? Because I want to touch on that because there's so many different things to touch on, right? Do you know why? Like, do you know what they're alluding to with they're injecting them with something that makes them aggressive, so they go to the neighborhood, and you know why?
They're turning the frickin' frogs gay.
Tuskegee?
So
Holy giraffes.
no. So they're doing
I
it
will.
because it is an
I'll
an
do it.
allegory for the high rate of certain people who may or end up there, right? And the reason why they keep returning is not because of their choices or their personal responsibilities. It's because that they're being injected with this and they're going back, and that's what gel is. Gel injects them with this horribleness.
That's what they're doing?
Does nobody else think that sounds really?
I
No
mean,
one?
now that you say it that way,
I was still lost on the fact that Kingpin knew who Daredevil was, which kind of goes against the entire purpose of having a secret identity.
but I mean, in all fairness, when he changes out of Daredevil, he doesn't know if anyone's watching him because he can't really see.
He's so good at acting like he's blind, though. If Kingpin's like, he's the Daredevil, I'm telling you. Yeah, okay. I guess I'll bump into a jukebox. Anyway,
You took all that time for Jukebox?
Oh,
Really?
juice box.
You can move
I thought
on.
he said juice box. He bumped into a
That's
juice
what
box.
it
I'm like,
was.
Wait, how do you
Hey,
bump
my
into a
high
juice
C.
box?
You know what's
You know,
really
we-
cute? When my kid was younger, he thought the song Jukebox Hero was Juice Box Hero.
That's quite good.
He goes,
Still mine.
Daddy, why is he singing about a juice box? I'm like, what? He goes, Juice Box Hero. I'm like, I can't fucking argue with that. The kid's spot on. It does sound like
Yeah.
Juice Box.
There's
I
a
mean, you
bathroom
like
on the
that,
right.
What can you say?
For the longest time, I thought the heartache tonight from the Eagles was there's going to be a party tonight.
Yeah.
And it
Gonna
works.
be
You
a
replace
party
it, and it's an
tonight.
upbeat song.
Party tonight. I know. You're right.
Also,
It's a super upbeat song about a great party. You know, you do
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything.
because that movie is not.
I'm
that song
gonna
is
make
not
a
happy
confession.
song.
What,
I
you mean it's
actually
not
thought
about
it was
party?
I like
about cheating.
legitimately genuine. It's not party.
No,
It's
it's
heartache?
heartache.
It's heartache.
Yeah,
Gonna
it's
be
heartache.
a heartache tonight. The whole song's about cheating. Yeah, somebody's gonna hurt someone.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
sounds
thought-
like
I thought they were gonna
a
get- I thought
good
they were gonna
bender.
Get pissed.
Yeah, it still
Yeah.
sounds like a party.
Everybody's
Yeah, it
gonna
sounds like a
come
party.
on.
It's a
There's
heartache.
nothing
No.
we can do.
I'm gonna be
That's
back
why
in
it's
5
named
minutes. I'm gonna go
Heartache.
listen to this.
There's a whole
Gonna be
litany of these in
party
rock.
tonight. Oh yeah.
Queen's Clearwater Revival.
Yeah.
There's a bathroom on the right. You know. And then Jimi Hendrix, of course, famously, "Excuse me while I kiss this guy." You know,
Why does he want to kiss this guy?
Although Mad would enjoy that one, of course. But
Wait, what's one? What?
Going off like a douche.
Does it have a woman in it? What are we talking about?
Yeah, the douche in the night.
That's right, I do.
Wrapped up like a douche in the night.
One of the first bands I ever saw live, Man from Man's Earth Band.
That song's written by Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, it was a brilliant gig. Absolutely brilliant.
So
Great singer, Chris Thompson.
You know the song Firestarter? Like, I'm the Firestarter, Twisted Instigator, or whatever. Like, I thought he was saying, like, Instigator? It wasn't. Anyway.
I used to
It's
argue
not
with
Instigator?
people over the Blue song. Like, my buddies would be like, I'm Blue, I'm in need of a guide, I'm in need of a guide. I'm like, the fucking song is called Blue Abadi Abadai, or whatever fuck it is.
Yeah.
It's like, it's in the fucking title of the song. It's
Okay,
it's just
I
gibberish.
literally just listened to the chorus, and legitimately my mind has been blown.
I know, right?
Like, oh my god! So you're talking about blue. So he doesn't say I'm blue. I would green. If I was green, I would die. He doesn't say
my
that in the
buddy
lyrics
thought
either.
well, if I was green, I would die. That's even better. But no, my buddy used to think it was I'm in need of a guide.
I mean,
and I'm like, it's just it's Abadi Abadai. It's just fucking scatting. It's nothing. It's just words. It's just random.
Matt assumed it was I'm in need of a guy. That's how
I'm
he
in
listened to
need.
that song.
I thought it was a Christian
so
song.
was Elton
I
John
thought it.
singing a song about a tiny dancer or Tony Danza? I'm now confused.
Tony Danza.
Tony Danza.
By the way, I thought it was I'm blue. I'm in need of a god. I thought it was a Christian
that makes
song.
more sense. But no, that's not what it is.
But same thing happened with Loser from Beck.
Abadai, or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah.
By the way, because like nobody, like a lot of people don't know that he's actually speaking French or singing in French in Loser. Beck is.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know that.
We
By
built
the way,
this Aeon sausage rolls.
Okay,
That's
now
another
I'm
good
really
one.
confused.
that is
Not a
assault.
loser? He doesn't want
That
to
is assault.
We're jumping. a
You
bunch of
cannot do that.
around.
Sorry,
Don't
I was
do this.
responding to the assault in the chat. My apologies.
Why is
I
the
think
chat
it's
salty?
It's smothering practice. Putting you under a pillow is smothering practice.
Yeah, that's
It's
literally killing my man spirit.
Yeah.
You have to have a girl talk soon.
You still had some?
A little. Not all of it got burnt away. Anyways, we can move on.
Who's in that
Where were we at?
picture, man?
In what picture?
The one that you got.
Wait, are you talking about how do I do that?
Who's in your picture there?
Here we go. This?
Yeah, that you.
I don't know that guy.
Is that really you?
I don't know that guy.
You're a fucking dork.
That's mad.
It's Reface, bro.
You're a fucking dork.
No, it's him. It's,
It's
100%
Christmas.
You're a fucking dork.
It's
While
Christmas.
Daredevil is now a free man, having taken down Bullseye and being supported by his
Sorry.
fellow heroes in Daredevil
Changed.
35, from Zdarsky with artists Stefano Lamborghini and Francesco Mobolini. Matt Murdock has become incredibly disillusioned with how the justice system works. This recent arc has changed him and cannot be ignored in future Daredevil series. His time in prison has effectively torn down everything he believed in, and he's completely lost faith in the justice system, which he now realizes values profit over true justice.
Fuck off.
He's not
So
wrong.
dumb. It's
It's
not
all
Matt-
about
it's not-
fucking
it's-
money.
OCP
It's not.
owns
It's
the
not his
cops.
style. Like this is just. Oh, you got to inject this sort of thing into it. The guy who is a lawyer now understands that. Oh, I'm wrong again. Another hero proving that everything that he's done in his life is wrong.
It's Dick Jones. Dick Jones works for OCP. OCP owns the cops.
Right. So that's what I actually wanted to talk about. Dude, you don't have to highlight every chat. My God.
There's my
Anyway,
fucking phone call.
like,
You
by the way,
highlight
that-
everyone. Don't you listen to him? You're the one who's you're the head highlighter.
Yeah, you're supposed
So-
to prioritize the women.
okay. One Iron Cast, like this is your first time ever over here. Let's pull that back.
It's going to be his last time soon.
Oh yeah. Anyway, no, what I wanted to say was, so this infuriates me so much because it's not that, all right, it's not that the justice system is corrupt. It is, but that's because Kingpin is corrupt. And he, along with his people, are the ones that are corrupting it. It is not the system in of itself. They do this with everything, right? People are like, go on.
Can we back up 1 second? So this is a shot of him being in prison. He wore his mask into prison.
Yeah, and he had to match his jumpsuit or whatever. Yeah.
So he could never take that off. Like, how dirty is that thing?
Well,
I mean, why is the background?
I'm assuming if he's going there for murder, he's going to be at least doing 20. So he can't take that off ever?
No, 1 year maximum. He gets out in a year.
Okay, first of all, I love how he gets skipped over the fact that he has a matching mask with his jumpsuit. Like, but what you're bothered by is
No, he
right?
mentioned that. He mentioned that a second ago.
No, yeah, I think I did.
If I was another prisoner, I'd be pretty pissed off for that. I'd say, if he gets a mask, I want a mask too.
Right?
It's not
Dude,
fair.
I can't wear a bandana.
not.
This guy gets a whole mask.
That's right.
In fact, I think it should be part of the uniform.
Hand out mask.
I mean,
why?
Yeah, true. Yeah. I mean, like if during the time of the, you wouldn't even see his face at all if he's wearing a mask.
Exactly.
Well, you just like put 2 and 2 together because you'd have the bottom half and the half. So you just need Photoshop and you can figure out who he is.
What they should do is they should have him take off the top part of the mask and then wear just a normal cough mask, and then no one would know who he is. He could literally just walk out of there.
Let's just be thankful he didn't wear his
I don't know
hood.
what color his hair is.
I would ask for a mask that made me look like a prison guard.
Yeah, at least they didn't like get one with little horns on it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be too
where are
horny
his horns?
when you're in prison. You don't want to be too horny. That's, I mean, I've heard stories.
Well, we heard different stories because I'm pretty sure you definitely want to be. No, so listen, you definitely want to be the aggressor in that situation.
No, I was in a woman's prison, so yeah.
Matt knows from experience.
But, yeah, actually, but that's a different story. But listen, I think actually he's undercover because if he wasn't, then he would have the horns. Like, I think you're right. I think he's actually undercover right now.
This is a terrible undercover job.
I like it. No, it's like Jean-Claude Van Damme in Death Warrant.
In all fairness, he doesn't know what he looks like. He can't see it, so he thinks it's great.
Sylvester Stallone in The Escape Plan.
Mine was better.
They made fucking 4 of those films. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
They made more than 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen all the first 3 anyway. There's a 4th one coming out.
They're trying to go after fucking Tremors with sequels.
That 3rd one is so bad. Like, it is so, like, the way it's shot looks
Which
so
one?
cheap.
Escape
The
or
3rd one, the
Tremors?
one that Stallone's only in for like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
The Tremors ones, they're give or take. Like, those are kind of like every other one is okay. It's kind of weird.
I mean, didn't they just
like the
make a
second
new
one.
one?
I like the second Tremors.
Yeah, like the second one's okay. I think the 3rd one sucked from my recollection.
No,
and the
third one's
4th
terrible.
Yeah, and then the 4th one was okay because that was the prequel one, and then the 5th one was garbage because I think that's the one with what's his face from Scream and Jamie Kennedy or whatever, and then you find out like he's
trying to make
Jamie
Jamie Kennedy the son of Burt Gummers.
Yeah, and I remember disliking that one, but now I haven't seen 6 or 7, so I can't speak on those. So yeah, it's kind of like that. Every other sequel is okay, kind of thing. But like, yeah,
didn't they put out a new one this year?
Yeah, they've got like 7 or 8 of them now.
Tremors.
I guess they finally realized that like people actually like that series.
They got like Tremor Island, I think was the last one. Then they had one before that where it was in Tremors in Ice. So I'm assuming the next one will be Tremors in Space. So
Well, no, they've got the flying Tremors.
those are the
We need Tremor NATO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tremor NATO.
Sharknado makes Tremornado.
I'm not a fan of that Sharknado type stuff.
I am not either. Well, have you seen the Velocipaster?
No, I'm not. See, those
No,
are,
haven't.
No, here's the thing: is when you're trying to do that shit. That's why I never got into like the Scary Movie or the Not Another series because to me, it's like that shit's played out. It kind of peaked with Mel Brooks and the Zucker brothers. Like you can't get any better in those. Like,
Well, the first was good,
but
and then they
Sharknado's not
totally
trying to be
lost
a
track
parody.
of what they're doing.
well, the
That was
reason
the whole
why I
point.
like movies like Sharknado, like the original films that I like that, like Plan 9 from Outer Space, that kind of thing, is because they never were genuinely setting out to make a bad movie.
No,
When they make
yeah,
one of those Sharktopus or Sharknado movies, they're trying to make a bad movie. So to me, it's just kind of pandering. It's kind of stupid, or I don't know if that's the right word. But
you need a serious
yeah.
director that thinks he's doing
Exactly.
an amazing job in order to have that
Neil Breen.
modern
You need
day-
Neil
yeah,
Breen.
like Neil Breen, or
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, Neil Breen stuff is so
Tommy
good.
Wiseau,
Oh.
or Ben, like Bill Rebane, or those kind of guys, to where they actually are legitimately going out there to try and make a fucking movie, and they think they're making the greatest goddamn movie they ever made, and it is just utter trash. I love that kind of shit.
Like my black comedy.
Well, yeah. Well, so crap. What's his name? The Room.
I just said it. Tommy Wiseau, yeah.
So he started claiming like no, I knew what that was doing or whatever. I don't know why I did my Jean-Claude Van Damme, but
do you like my black comedy? It was a
Right.
black comedy.
Gentle kick this movie's ass.
Yeah.
He actually then he got busted on that one.
Well,
by,
no, so-
Craig Sestero even so. Like,
Well, it's even better.
You got to respect
They started
him. He kept the
paying.
film in the studio in the cinemas for 2 weeks just so it might be able to be nominated for an Oscar, just so it was eligible.
I mean, yeah,
It
that's a
made-
good strategy.
It made 10 grand.
Well, listen, so he got a lot of money to make more movies after that, right? And since he knew what made his movie like popular, he wanted to try to do it again, and it was miserable. Like it was
That's
so
what I heard.
bad.
I have not seen that other movie that he made, the one afterwards, the 2-parter.
Yeah.
But I heard it's horrible.
They gave him,
he
they gave
did
him
a
all that money for
sitcom
the
too.
new Beverly Hills 90210. He was the one who started writing it. He was the one that was producing it. That's his the new Beverly Hills is his baby child, you know. And it's
Are you
it's better than-
serious?
yeah. That's his
That's crazy.
product.
Wow.
It's just like, oh my god.
Has nobody learned that Greg Sestero is really the brainchild there? I mean, seriously.
Yeah, he was on with Chrissy Meyer the other week. It was
Yeah, I
a
know.
pretty
I
good
couldn't
interview.
believe that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
His book was good.
it is
It-
a great book. Yeah.
Oh,
The
it's
Disaster Artist was perfect. Yeah.
yeah. It was one of the few books like I read in a day. I just couldn't put it down.
Well, the
it
best
was,
part
it was
is
actually
he does.
exceptional.
Have you ever heard the book on tape? Or I can't.
No, I
The
haven't
audio
done.
book. I'm sorry, I sound old. The book on tape.
Like-
Greg actually reads the audio book, so it's hilarious, and he does like a spot on impression of Tommy. So it's
That's
hilarious to hear him
crazy.
do it.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
Oh yeah, and it's so much better than the movie. I mean, the movie is like definitely like a not even barely like a noted, like, what do you call it, the Cliff Notes version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
not
barely
even
a
close.
Cliff Notes version.
I will give
And
Franco
the
props.
younger brother being Greg Sestero is
Yeah, I know,
is
that's
such
pretty
a
cool, yeah.
bad choice. He's nothing close.
I
God, I
like the
can't
casting.
remember their
I
names.
thought it worked. I
No,
I'm
that's the
Dave
funny
Franco
thing is
fan,
Greg
so-
is
The older one.
actually somewhat talented, but he just went along with this as like fucking just because it was fun. Right? You can tell like
Yeah.
he's just glommed onto this guy because he's just like, I gotta figure out what this dude's all about, right? Like, and I would too if I met this guy. It's like until I got to the point where I feel like he's gonna kill me or something, I would really be like, this guy is interesting as fuck. I gotta know his story, right?
He
Like,
couldn't tell if he was going to
yeah.
kill him or fuck him.
yeah. Well,
Why not
scene,
both?
The scene where Franco playing Tommy, where he's basically naked and he's walking away and he sees blood and everything. My missus likes Franco. She thinks but she literally cringed away because he was doing such a good performance of that she didn't see James Franco's ass. She saw Tommy Wiseau's and she cringed at it. It was like I love the fact that he was able to. I mean, the Me Too stuff aside, that would stop him from actually getting any sort of recognition. But I think I loved his performance, and he was one person I would never thought would actually work with it. But I really enjoy it. I think.
Well,
the
who
book's
was it?
better,
Yeti, you
but-
just said it.
yeah.
Like I think Yeti said it, or who said it? But like, yeah, casting his younger brother as Greg was the
Yes.
mistake.
Oh
Yeah.
God, I couldn't remember his name.
I can't remember it either. But I agree with you, and that might have been what got in the way too. Not just so much the Me Too crap, but like the movie was good, but like it was half of a decent cast, half of it was like, why the fuck is this individual in
Yes.
the movie other than
He
nepotism?
he ruined it because he is nothing like Greg in any way, shape, or form. The older brother, though, God, somebody remind me of their names.
James and
The
Dave.
older brother was perfect in the role.
Yeah, all I know is James, and then I think Dave is the
James,
other
yeah.
one here.
Yes,
Yeah.
James and Dave.
Yeah. James is good. He was good as Tommy, but the younger brother, no, he needs to be booted from that.
No, because he was just the wrong. You're right. He's the wrong type. Greg's I've seen Greg in more stuff, so it's a little harder to see him playing that role. And I mean, yeah, that kid's funny in some of the stuff I've seen him in, but you're right, he just wasn't up to snuff for this.
And he doesn't look like the guy, or
Not at all.
have that same speech pattern. You know, he just, I don't know.
No, because it's funny, because like Greg, I didn't put two and two together until I heard his book on tape or audiobook. Sorry, did it again. Because like I saw, The Room, and I'm like, I know that guy. And then I heard the book on the audiobook, and I'm like, oh yeah, because he was in a fucking Retro Puppet Master is where I seen him.
Yeah, of course, that's where you knew him from.
Well, and it's funny because I actually, and the reason is because I actually was gonna do some fan edit, and I gave up like a third of the way through. So I was actually gonna chronologically edit Puppet Master, Retro Puppet Master, Puppet Master 3. And the first one in like chronological order one time, and I just gave up on it. Like, I just did, but like I was gonna do that at one point, so I did get very familiar with that film. So
wasn't 3 like 90% stock footage?
Some of it was, yes. Like,
so a Neil Breen movie.
Well, it's not so much that; it's actually one of the better of the films. It just they didn't have the money to spend, so they use a bunch of stock World War II type footage and stuff like that. Yeah. So, because it takes place during World War II. Yeah.
Neil Breen.
I really do wonder what would have happened to his career if he didn't do The Room. Because when you read,
be nobody.
Well, when you read his book, like he got into an agency right away just from like the look in his like his reels.
Well, he's not a bad actor.
Yeah. So what would have happened if he didn't go down this other route? Like, could he have actually become something?
He'd have just
what if he did The Room, but actually kept his original vision and making the main character the vampire?
Oh God, I want to see that.
So anyway, gents, I've got to head off. Thanks for Matt and everyone for having me on. Yeah, it's getting late. I got to go cook a big steak. So yeah, have a good one. Yeah, and I'll talk to you all later.
You got to burn somebody at the stake? Did you say?
No, I've got to go cook a
Throw
big
her in
steak.
the water.
She's triggering. It's a little insensitive.
Hey, Greg, glad that you're here. Also, guys, just let you know, we are going to be doing a comic book quiz.
Comic book trivia match. Yep. And,
yep.
I've got the co-host of all co-hosts, who's going to be co-hosting the match with me. Someone on the panel. I'm not going to say who it is, but it's definitely someone who's good at being a co-host.
YetiCast?
Tom?
No, good.
Dude,
good.
I don't want you to spoil it. Now you're going to get all mad about it. So. All right, gentlemen. You have a good afternoon, evening, and good night.
See you, man. By the way, like, just to give you one more hint, right? This person is the co-host of so many great shows on YouTube. In fact, every show gets improved whenever he's there. It is not you.
It's culture.
I am so, thank you for all those compliments.
Yep.
I appreciate
By the way, Tom, I don't know if you heard all that about how amazing I am at being a co-host, but just, putting that out there. All right, we can go on.
I've heard.
He didn't hear.
He heard.
So we were talking about Daredevil. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they made
Steven.
Daredevil feel disillusioned with the justice system. His frustrations are completely warranted, and his criticisms are genuine truths that just aren't limited to Marvel Comics. While Zdarsky should be commended for the added realism.
Hold on, we may have to wait for Yeti to catch his breath. Hold on.
It's infectious.
Just give him a second. I gotta say, I kind of feel bad because I missed whatever joke he's laughing at.
He's laughing at what I said, I think.
What did you say, Tom?
Just me just kind of blowing my head
Oh
off.
my God. I'm sorry.
Like,
that got me.
Hey, Steven, I sent the link and I responded.
I think when I said awkward, that sent him over the edge.
Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I haven't laughed that hard since I was a little girl.
I've actually got that as a soundbite from my soundboard.
I'm a little schoolgirl.
Oh, I haven't laughed that hard since I was a little girl.
By the way, Steven,
Okay.
I have already responded like to you in the DM. Just to let you know. All right, what were we at? What were we talking about? Racism.
Daredevil.
Go.
Oh. Daredevil writers Zdarsky won't be able to ignore this arc now that it's become a crucial part of the Daredevil mythos.
Oh, wait, hold on. He's going to interrupt everything when I add him.
I totally came here to gyrate up against Midnight's Edge Tom. I want that edge.
You're on the bottom, though.
You know, that is the most on-brand entrance I've ever heard.
Thank you. I
You
tried.
get this channel.
Over and again. Till the night closes in.
God, you're sexy.
Yeah, I love Happy Gilmore. What a great movie. Steven, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. What are we talking about? When I came on,
Racism?
Yeti guest said something about him being hard, and I
Poor
was like,
Ironcasters that interrupted like 566 times. trying
"Oh
to read
shit! I'm sorry, Ironcaster."
We keep forgetting he's not Culture Casino.
Oh my god, he is. He's like Culture from 20 years ago.
Holy shit!
And his head is even sexier than Culture's.
From an alternate dimension.
It's
It's
as
culture
if-
before the hair
He's like-
plugs.
He's like the burly version, like with look at him with the plaid like sweatshirt there and
Yeah.
whatnot. Or
Yeah, like when Culture's sack was actually tight, not sagging.
Okay, this is the last one. But it is as if somebody injected culture with damn it, I fucked it up. Testosterone, and he became a lumberjack. Fuck
I was
it.
just gonna say, he reminds me
Move
of
it
that
on.
bit in Step Brothers when Will comes in as the lumberjack and he's like,
Yes.
"I must plant my seed in you."
All right,
I feel like I need to go do a Me Too thing now.
She's like, "Take me, lumberjack man."
Ironcaster
Oh, wait, hey.
is Culture if he was masculine.
I'm definitely hold on. I'm writing down the time so I can send this to culture. I'm gonna clip it
Not
later.
feeling well. This would be very bad to send in tonight.
It'll lift his spirits.
Oh, it'd be perfect. Yeah, he'd love it.
Oh no, I'm gonna send it to him
He's
tomorrow.
probably listening and he's planning his revenge and killing us all. You know that, right?
Nah, he's got a
Yeah.
migraine right now. He's laying down with a mask on his face or something really gay.
I'm with my face peeled off after this.
He kind of sounds like Culture now that you think about it too.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, with toxic testosterone.
Toxic testosterone.
Hey, tell us about 47 streams you're gonna be on this week. We'll
It's
see
a
what happens.
problem that affects
Yeah,
98%
well, that's gonna
of
be,
men. It's
coming up.
toxic testosterone.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, I'll send it to him. By the way, earlier, whenever he heard something, he he wanted to comment on. He just jumped right in, said his little piece and left. So maybe he is actually. I would have seen him by now, I guess. Anyway, we love you, culture. Everybody knows that.
Nah, he don't like you enough to be here. I'm just saying.
It's not your fault. You're old.
You
Matt
carry
Murdock lost faith
you
in the
carry
criminal
the
justice system. Is going to have to change the way he operates, both as Daredevil and as a public defender. That being said, will the man without fear ever even want to continue working as a lawyer if the current justice system is so broken? Clearly, Daredevil's time spent in prison wasn't just a fun stunt. It's the result of a core change to the character that will have to be recognized in future issues for Marvel Comics.
All right, so that's it. Listen,
I could have just not done that.
Yeah.
Are they making Daredevil gay? What's going on now?
No.
If you can pull off a sad culture, you can replace him.
He
Like,
was
can you
in
do
prison,
a real
so
sad
he might have been a
face?
prison bitch. I didn't read the comics, so I don't know if he was if they did an issue where he was a prison bitch.
Wait, hold on.
They're making all of them gay now. I'm just worried.
Baseline buy.
Well,
wait.
a semi-buy.
Yeti, were you talking about this casino?
Casinos in the ring, casinos in the ring, no fucks given.
We need to see Ironcaster do the sad face. Please give us your sad face, Ironcaster.
I'm so proud of that. That's maybe one of the best things I've done.
Thank God for that.
Anyway, no. So basically, Steven, to catch you up, what happened? So he goes to prison because for involuntary manslaughter because he wanted to prove to everybody that not even heroes are above the law, right? And then he sees that Kingpin is like paying people to put chemicals into prisoners, so when they go back to their neighborhood, they're more aggressive, and then it spreads to other people. You know what I mean? And then now there's more prisoners, and and Kingpin, and he's all messing with stuff too. And they're like, the justice system is corrupt. No. Kingpin is corrupt. He is corrupting the system. The system in of itself cannot be like, you know what I mean? Like if
were they injecting prisoners? Was it like through semen?
Kingpin's a pimp. He's a pimp, and we shouldn't trust him. And don't ever tell anybody outside of the family what are you thinking again. Okay, Mad?
Well, so what I really hate about it, I know I'm the one that's not supposed to be serious,
if you
but
ever do it again, I'm kicking you out of the family.
What I really hate, I will put a horse head in your. What I really hate, like about what they're doing, is such a cheap, unoriginal, and just ignorant like attempt to say something about our justice system. Right? They're trying to criticize it, but through comics, like what Stan Lee and they did, with the X-Men and talking about civil rights. But this is such a bad job because it's fundamentally flawed. Because the thing that's corrupt is criminals, like is Kingpin. The system isn't corrupt. You get what I'm saying here?
Well, you're saying this is like a ham-fisted attempt at actually putting out messaging that may have landed if we didn't have terrible people like running comics right now that think more about their genders and pronouns than they do.
No,
storytelling.
It wouldn't work because what that story is saying, that story is not saying that the justice system is corrupt, because it's the people that are using it that are corrupt. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You think there's any way that the story could have been told correctly?
Absolutely not. No. Well, I mean, because if so, you're going to have to lie. Like, yes, it's not that the justice system is corrupt. It's how much someone's worth, how much money someone has influences the outcome far more than anything else. Tom. Anyway, if you look at it the same way as like the Bible, right? The Bible in of it, like Christianity or religion in general, right? There's nothing wrong with it until you introduce men. Whenever men get involved with something is when things can be used for
no, absolutely.
Right.
The message gets lost.
I was sitting here because somebody told me that this stream was really boring.
That was spoken to you from the real Mad Dingo.
Yeah, somebody said, "Come in here and save this."
Oh, I'm not okay with that one, by the way. That is. Did you send that under mine?
They said they were going to cancel you.
Well, to bring up something comic-wise, it's coming out. This is coming out the same time as Iron Fist is now no longer going to be. They're replacing Iron Fist.
Iron Fist sounds gay.
Yeah, Iron Fister
would sound gay. I'm sorry.
Sounds manly to me.
And Doctor Strange is getting killed off as well.
I mean, come on. His name is Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I don't trust magic.
Need I say
I've never trusted it.
What happened to good old superhero names like Superman and Batman? And then that weird
elongated man.
Because those were taken, so they had to come up with new ones.
But what kind of a name is Iron Fist?
It literally tells you what everything about him that you need to know. His fist is of iron.
A good time and a gay bar to me.
It can be both. He can both be a superhero and show you a good time in a bar.
And would you get into a van with somebody called Doctor Strange? I sure as hell wouldn't.
Of course not. Like my granddaddy always said, you can lick the devil's candy, but don't get in his van.
And I'm confused. Is Captain Marvel a guy? Is it a girl? Do they know?
Is it a captain?
Is it really a captain? That's a good question.
Is it really a captain?
George, I can't wait till you come, till you get up here and tell us where you went to dinner. You took quite the trip.
I'm still on that thing about licking the devil's candy.
Yeah, what's up?
Is that a saying anyone else has ever heard of before? Because
oh no, my grandfather never said that, but it always seems like if you have a saying and you say that somebody old said it, it gives it more
character, you son of a bitch.
it gives it more gravitas, like my granddaddy always said, it's harder to catch up than it is to keep up. Or my grandmama said, worrying is like a rocking chair. It don't matter how fast you rock, you ain't never getting off that porch. By the way, she was not a Southern black woman, but nor did she say that.
Well, so you believe.
Or like my grandfather used to say, "I'm not gay, but $20 is $20."
Right.
Yep. Anyway.
Yeah, that
what were we talking about before you like completely derailed us, Iron?
We're talking about fisting and licking, and then it went somewhere.
Daredevil.
My grandfather always used to say, "You suck one dick, and suddenly everybody thinks you're gay."
Funny story. Had a friend of mine who experimented like that, and he walked into the house, and that's almost exactly what he said: "Suck one dick, and you're a cocksucker for life."
Huh. Well, we used to have an argument when I was in the Army about whether or not if you masturbate, is it gay, right? And it came down to like if you build bridges, you're a bridge builder. If you have a cock in your hand, you have a cock in your hand.
That's not very logically sound because sooner or later, hopefully, you're going to hold it when you piss.
Right, but you're not trying to pleasure that penis.
Well, what if you're pleasuring it in like a barracks surrounded by men? Like,
no, it's not gay. It's not gay if you're enlisted. Everyone knows that.
All I know is
it's only gay if you make eye contact.
Yeah, it's only gay if you make eye contact, and if
I thought it was only gay if the balls touched.
I was always told as long as I'm getting paid, it's not gay.
Right.
I was always told if it's not your ass, it's not gay.
So everything else.
Those people are lying to you.
And I have sex with men.
My grandfather never lied to me.
Not mean I'm gay. I got some news for you. That means you're gay.
Anyway, by the way, Mama Susan, this is not me. This is them. They're a bad influence. I would normally.
We're not saying there's anything wrong with it. We're just.
That's right.
We're supporting the community.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, so if you in the chat want to tell us all the great things your grandfather or grandmother said, we will actually highlight
all
those.
Cocks need love.
We're cupping the community.
Huh? What are you doing?
Cupping it.
You're cupping?
Yeah, the community. Yeah.
Oh no, you should find. No, I'm going to send you a link to Word Hippo. You should really use that. They will give you different words to use.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
When are you going to start using that, Mad?
Oh no, that's how I find out the good. That's why I have so many things that sound like I'm gay because I use that. Anyway, yeah. So that was my. Did we do all three? Right, we did the. Oh, dude, I'm not gonna show it again. But Walt and Tom, did y'all see the was it Windows or Google? No, what was it? Microsoft in their
again.
Oh, okay. Well,
you want me to bring that up?
No. I don't want to play it again. I was just asking if they saw it.
Oh, this was a different one.
Yeah, I didn't want to see it. They do exactly the same thing. Like, I get it.
Except
Steven?
even worse.
Did you see
No,
it?
I haven't seen
No?
shit.
Okay. Basically, I'm not going to show you, but basically they came up and they're like, hi, I am a female, white Asian. I am wearing a red dress and my pronouns are whatever.
Yeah, Raging Rhino showed something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that way the blind can be included in our races.
I don't know where to go with that. It's getting ridiculous out there.
It's so dumb. It's the same thing like when that communist party or whatever, like in someone's like, guys, keep the noise down, okay? And then don't use gender
language.
And instead of clapping, they would do the hand thing, right?
You do the hand thing.
Yeah, because they're like, fuck the blind.
Now, hold your thumbs.
Privilege.
Yeah, they're like, nah, fuck blind people. They don't need to know that. Imagine that you're a blind person, you're getting an award, and you're walking on stage, and you hear dead silence. No, you hear dead silence. Nobody even acknowledges you getting it. How bad would you feel?
You're in the wrong theater.
Did I walk in the bathroom again? Shit. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Theater.
Oh, damn.
So
Is anybody there?
They're all missing the most overlooked group of disabled people, which is those who have a poor sense of smell. What are they going to do about that? I mean, enough with the blind and the deaf, whatever. They're over catered for now.
Done, though. That was my question. I'm watching this shit and I'm like, every time, how could you talk about anything? Like, how could you get to any topics whatsoever? because you're constantly point of personal privilege. The smell of the room is making me want to vomit.
The introductions to what
smell
they
of the
say
room
take
is making
10
me
minutes.
hard.
So there was I was watching
Only personal privilege. I feel like I'm assaulted.
Please do
by
not use
Yeti
potent deodorants.
You would think that they would have a unsafe space. They would have an unsafe space where all the people with the body acts who are probably conservatives can isolate them in one area. But
that's a good question. Actually,
I was blind. I'd grab all the tits I can. I wouldn't lie.
Yeah, but okay. He's just like a blind man in an orgy. I have to feel my way out. So if you're
Fuck yeah.
blind in an orgy and you grab a dong, is that gay or is that just you trying to
That's
escape
an
the
accident.
situation?
It
That's
depends
an
on what
okay.
you do with that dong after.
That's a mad Sunday
When it
night.
happens 37 times in a row, though.
That's
You're trying to-
exactly it. Yeah. Then
You're trying to prevent an injury. If you don't want to fall over. So,
Right.
What
if
if
you
you're
fall-
handy Randy, you'd have trouble with that because
Well,
you'd have to grab
look,
a micro penis.
I bet Handy thinks he has.
What if you trip and you grab one on the way down and
It's yours.
Does that constitute a jerk?
No, by
girl
law,
was
that's
saying that once.
by law you're married. Damn it. Yeah, fucker.
He was only shaking it, so he can get back his.
Man, did you really think I was going to make this
so he can
easy on
get back
you?
up.
That what? What's that?
Did you really think I was going to make this easy on you?
No, you made me lose my train of thought, man. It was important.
As the actor said to the bishop. Yeah.
It was so important. Y'all can keep talking while I think about it.
Fuck no.
No, we're
We
gonna
wanna
Don't
make
just
you
wait
sit
for me
there
to
and,
come
like,
up with it.
Awkward fucking silence. Why would we want to do that?
We need an awkward
Just
silence.
let it linger.
Okay, you know what? It's probably better because I can't think while everyone's talking to me.
Is that right?
Yeah, so
Why can't
everyone
you
don't
think?
say anything. We're gonna
No,
sit here
no,
and
wait a
silence.
minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah. But they have to though, because this is because of a traumatic brain injury I suffered from serving this country. So therefore,
Dramatic brain injury.
yeah, therefore it'd be disrespectful.
That's what he tells everybody.
if you leave while I am trying to think up something and no one's speaking.
As I said
How
in
the
the
hell
chat,
did Birdemic get off the ground? With the such god awful CGI.
It's lift. And Hollow Bones help, by the way.
I don't think that's what he meant.
I know. Damn it.
so if they made a movie about your war experiences, Mao, would they call it Black Cock Down?
Down the throat.
No, actually, we were white.
No, I want to thank you for your service, man.
Oh, no.
Do all the other
I thought you were charbroiled.
Tom, did you hear my? Hold on, real quick, because
Did you just hear what I said? That's my question.
I didn't. I ignore hate.
I
Anyway,
did not hate on you. I said I want to thank you for your service, and so do all the servicemen that you served.
yeah, we served each other. It's called brotherhood.
And
You
peoples
service
of all
each
the
other.
countries that you serviced.
We served them as well. They didn't serve us back though. Fucking
Damn. So you were very giving, but
always giving.
So you went over there to be a whore instead of find whores. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, I joined for a free T-shirt I never got, but that's a true story. I never got that T-shirt. Yeah, I worked at a timeshare resort, and the security guard and we used to like smoke weed and watch like Judge Mathis and like Judge Joe Brown at
So
night.
you're literally Bill Murray and Harold Ramis in stripes now.
I went to Fort Knox, which is where it was filmed. I did the same obstacle course. Anyway, so no, we're there, and this commercial comes on like call 1-800-GO-ARMY, get a free T-shirt. I'm like, fuck,
He
bro.
is. Listen to this.
The only difference is he was never funny.
Here's the thing: is I'm not so sure I believe him anymore. I think he's just using stripes as like his fake
That's right. I
fantasy
think
real
he's-
life. Nobody can actually do all the shit that he has said. Nobody just finds a penis.
By the way, so I was going to ask you because they wanted me to tell that story.
If you grab a pair of breasts with a dick between them, is that gay?
Where the hell did that come from? Why do you bring up gay?
Is the dick attached
depends
or
on
is
where
it
the
coming?
dick's coming
I'm
from.
going to tell the story. I'm going to tell the story because
is
I
this
don't
a
think
Lucky
Tom
Pierre?
heard. I don't think Tom heard the real story. I think he heard culture's
I heard you
bastardization.
tell the story, but feel free to enlighten.
I will. All right.
I haven't heard the story. I want to know it now.
All right. So this was. Hold on. I'm going to get something to drink.
I'm preparing
This is
myself to
fucking
be
excuses.
disappointed.
He's making shit up. Just watch. Just like Handy Randy. He has yet to produce pictures.
Listen, if you need to, like, if anybody really thinks that, check out my channel. It would be so much better if I could come up with like good shit.
You have a channel?
I'm telling you, Handy Randy is gold. Just get the guy on.
You could make an entire series of movies about that.
I'm not gonna sit there while he tries to fucking respond with one hand
ever again.
What if I get Handy Randy on? I could maybe.
We will never question any of your stories ever again, especially if he brings the penis.
Does he still have the penis?
Well, if I'll tell the story, we'll find out what happens to it.
You had mad at penis.
That's true. All right, so we were in Baghdad, right? And there were checkpoints. They'd be numbered, like, and there was 544. The reason I know that is because it was hit so much. It was manned by the national police, right? It was hit so many times by suicide bombers, like the vehicles, like suicide VBID, that the guys would not even. The guards wouldn't even be there to man the post because they got blown up all the time, right? Well, somehow somebody didn't tell this guy, so he drives right up to it and blows himself up, and nobody was there. And we were out that night anyway, so they had us go and check it out, right? Because the car's blowing up, and there's just shit everywhere, right? And Sergeant C and I, we're walking in the ditch. He's black. It's not racist. It's part of the story. So we're walking and we're just bullshitting and whatever, and he stops. And I look back, I'm like, what's going on? And he was like as white as I am, right? And he goes, there's a fucking dick next to my boot. What? And I put my light right, and I signed my light on it, and I shit you not, there was a fucking cock burnt laying in the grass. We found nothing else of this man, nothing but this.
Fuck?
Yeah. Listen, so I'm like, holy fuck,
that is how strong the dick was.
Right. Yeah. Listen, I was like, so we're like, holy shit. I was like, hey, LT. Now, our LT, Frank the Tank, loved him, great guy. He was a little different, right? He bent the barrel of his M4 one time at Hood because he put it in the wrong spot on the turret of his Bradley, and it bent it, and he takes it to the mechanics, and he's like, hey guys, can y'all fix this? He had to pay for it out of his own pocket. And also one time he got trapped in the Bradley, like the hatch, he's standing up and the hatch fell and pinned him down. And when it happened, his headset or whatever got unplugged. So the gunner couldn't hear him.
I've seen this
screaming.
porno before.
So the gunner couldn't hear him up there yelling over the Bradley. So he's just talking and he's like, hey, LT. And he looks up and just sees his feet kicking. And we have no idea how long he was up there. Anyway, so I'm like, hey, LT, dude, you need to come over here, right? And he sort of comes over, I put my light on, and he goes, holy shit. Snatches that bitch with his bare hands. Goes, hey, guys, look what the fuck I found. My first thought was like, wait, you didn't find it? What the fuck? We called you over here. He's like, guys, somebody bring me a bag. So someone brought him a clear Ziploc bag or whatever, right? He puts it in there and he's like, dude, Claudius is going to fucking love this. Claudius is our commander. We referred to him as Captain.
It was a dog.
No, we referred to him. We referred to him as Captain.
He's lying. He's the one who got it excited and grabbed it.
But officers always call each other by their first names.
Rigor mortis just set in.
So anyway, we're like, hey, LT, man, like
this bitch home.
We're like, LT, bro, we don't know if this is a good idea. He's like, guys, trust me. If I know anything, and I know this, Claudius loves dick. He's gonna think this is so funny. And so
it's just a rumor.
So when we get back, it's like 3 a.m. by the time we got back. Now, normally you would go refill your Humvees or whatever and, do all that stuff. We didn't. We stopped and we ran into the building we're in and just lined the hallway. And here comes Frank, because kind of with a hop in his step in this bag with a dick in it. And he goes up to the cabin's door, knocks on it. He answers, wiping the sleep out of his eye. And he's like, what's going on, Frank? He goes, look what the fuck I found. And he's holding up this dick, and he looks at the dick, and then he looks at Frank, and he looks at the dick, and he's like, get the fuck in here. So he goes inside. We don't know what's said. We hear like that muffled yelling, and at the same time, our platoon sergeant comes out who just got off the trail. He's been a drill sergeant for years and years and years, right? So he comes out and he has that drill sergeant attitude about him. So he comes out and he's like, what are you motherfucking Otis Spunkmeyer motherfuckers doing out here? And so we explained to him what happened. He goes, fucking white people. I swear to Christ. And the door, so the cabin's door
You've
opens
never
back
seen a
up.
penis before.
So the door opens up, and here comes Frank, and he looks as though he was a puppy that peed on the carpet and got his nose hit with a fucking newspaper. He just comes out so sad, and he has the bag down by his leg now, and it's just kind of there. And we're like, "Hey, LT, what did he say?" Man, he said, "I got to get rid of it." And our platoon sergeant immediately goes, "No motherfucking shit, he told you that. What do you think he was going to say? Hey, man, why didn't you take that home, put it up on your mantle?" But I thought you didn't love it.
Did nobody ask you to identify the body first before you got rid of it?
What body? We didn't find the body.
Well, somebody must have recognized it.
Now,
You know what?
You got to start matching it like Cinderella's shoe.
I've never actually thought about that point before. We actually did, huh, man? We should have done the right thing and like put it on, I don't know, Baghdad's equivalent to a milk carton, or maybe like a flyer. You know,
Missing dick.
Some poor guy is running around without a dick.
Have you seen this cock?
I'm pretty sure.
It used to
Like
have
in
an asshole
Baghdad,
attached- It used to have an asshole attached to it, but it's on its own now.
I'm pretty sure it's been a while, but I'm pretty sure under like Iraqi law, after 30 days, that's our penis. Like if nobody claims it, that legally speaking, that is
So you
now our
mummify
penis.
it, couldn't
You
you?
seem very concerned with keeping it.
I didn't. No, somebody claimed it before I could.
now is that gay? You know,
I mean,
He didn't
found
call
it.
shotgun soon enough.
That's right.
And then you
Yeah.
wonder why I don't want to hang out with you.
By the way, so this is why you won't let me on your channel?
I'm kidding. I tried bringing you
No.
on. You're like, I'm busy.
One time, last minute, whatever.
Was
That's
it
how it works,
circumcised, Matt? Was it circumcised?
For one other
No.
thing, my channel has been
You're
down
not
for
Jewish.
like a
It
fucking
was
week.
after he finished with it.
But so
He
real
made a
quick,
little glove for Handy Rand.
so to finish it up, right? You know, after I got hurt and all that stuff, I became a cop, and the guy I went to the academy with, we were really close. But I told him that story, right? And he was in the Texas. What is it? The Texas Guard, Texas Guard.
Rangers?
Rangers?
No,
Texas Rangers?
If you rub it 3 times, it'll
No,
grant
it's like-
you a wish.
no. It's like
The
the
rest of the
state.
genie
It's
pop-
the state guard
pop house.
bullshit. It's the state guard bullshit. Anyway, so he has to. It's basically like the military, like reserves or whatever. Right, 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year, or whatever. So he has to go do drill and 1 week, and he comes back. He's on swings. I'm on mid. So I come in after when he's getting off, and he's like, "Hey, Mad," because that's what he called me. I need to talk to you, man. He goes, "Look, dude, I love your cock in the grass story. I didn't think it was true, but I fucking loved it." By the way, he was a veteran as well. Anyway, he's like, "But I fucking love that story." He goes, "Dude, I was at drill this weekend and I'm bullshitting with another guy, and we're talking about, what happened in Iraq, stuff like that." And he starts telling me this story about these fourth ID guys down in Baghdad that found a fucking dick and took it to his captain. I'm like, I know the guy that found the dick. I know that guy. And he's like, "I'm sorry I ever doubted your story, because listen, we told so many people, like we told everyone about this story, so it gets spread like wildfire over Iraq."
that's great.
Yeah, it was
You know what?
legendary.
I don't believe your story, and here's
Okay.
why. Not one of you took that out to try and see how it measures against your own.
Look, man, I never
Guaranteed
said
that'd
that
be
he
the
threw
first
it away.
time.
I said
Because
he was
theirs are also
told.
small Yeti. They didn't want to risk.
I was told. I said that I said he was told to throw it away. I never said he made it to the dumpster, or even if somebody may have taken it out of there after he did. Who knows what happened to it? I don't know.
Wow.
I'm not
Put it
my
in a
brother's dick keeper.
He threw it, but it came back like a boomerang.
You do not know how penises work, or boomerangs, because they don't actually come back. Fun fact. That's a bad boomerang you got there.
Not with that attitude, they don't.
Wait, is it like a moon rock, but like in boomerang form? Like it really depends on your aura.
You just got to be angry enough when you chuck it.
It's like a spear.
Oh, did we have it bronze?
Spear
Damn it! Now I
to
kind of
the
wish I
darts.
did.
Oh my god! Oh, I wish
Just gonna
somebody
mount it,
got that
get it
bronze.
stuffed and preserved like a fish.
You can have it as like dick on the shelf.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's a silkworm stuffed with yams.
This is the cod, and this is the cock.
All right, So I'm gonna tell you one last story, and then
I
we're
feel
gonna
like
get
I'm
going.
getting way too sober for this conversation.
Well, you're gonna love this then. All right. So this is I don't think I've told this very often. So this is the time that I saw a guy try to correct a Navy SEAL on his weapon. So this is what happened, right? Now, first I have to tell you about Andrew Miller. I'm going to use his whole name. In fact, he's from Buffalo, New York. He's a piece of shit. I don't mind doing this. Anyway, so he came to us like halfway through our deployment, right? And he was the worst soldier I've ever seen. Like, just incompetent in every sense of the word. Was weak. Like, we were carrying like these cases of bottles of water into our building or whatever. Everybody's taking 2. And he's like, with 1, he's like, oh, he's struggling. Now, this, so trust me, he brought his GameCube with him so that he could play his Pokemon games, right? This is actually gonna upset some people. He also loved the Blue Moon Harvest. Nope. What's the anime, nerds? The Blue
Harvest Moon.
Yeah, that's the one. No, Sailor Moon. Got it.
Sailor Moon. Harvest Moon's a Neil Young album.
I think Blue Moon Harvest may have been the title that they were going to use for A New Hope or something.
Blue Harvest was Return of the Jedi.
Oh,
Blue Harvest.
Okay.
Was,
That's a terrible name.
Anyway, wait. So it's Sailor Moon, right? Well, so he loved that show, and he could sing the song, right, the intro song, both in English and Japanese, and he'd do it. You guys like, hey Miller, can you sing that song? And he would just, and he had like a high pitched voice, right? He would always try to get people to play like Risk, not Risk like the cool, like the, like Risk 2249 with robots. I don't fucking want to play this shit.
Is that the one with the moon? Like where you
What?
go to the
Yeah,
moon?
where you like apparently nuke, where you can nuke part of the map and make it irradiated for like.
By the way,
ever.
I just assumed like the version there was when you sleep with the local hooker and try to find out what STD you caught.
In that version of Risk, can you find dicks?
We had charts to identify which ones we have or haven't. Anyway, so I forget. George is here.
Hey,
George!
What's going on?
George, do you always go to a different state for dinner?
It's family. Brother-in-law's birthday, and they stayed late.
You had to bury the body before he arrived.
Yeah.
Were you in Louisiana?
One day he's allowed to have his 50th meal.
What's going on? I was listening. Y'all were talking about some Navy SEAL story.
God, you're here,
Yeah.
George.
Missed all the discussions about penises.
I heard that part.
Blink twice if you need help.
I already did. And George appeared while Steven first tried to show up and save me, but he couldn't.
I didn't hear the whole SEAL story. What was it? Because
I just started it. I'm giving you the main character of it, right?
Okay.
So, all right. So when my gunner Brandon, he had to go to a landmine course where like you learn how to use a straw to poke into the sand to find a landmine. Dumbest shit ever. We're not gonna get out the vehicle and be like, hey Brandon, you got your straw with you? Can you check and see? Like, it's so dumb, man. So I was gunning on the Humvee while he was gone. We would have different people come in to drive. And so Miller went out with us one time with his weapon. Now he had a Saul 249. It's a fully automatic like gun, right? Like a machine gun. He has that because for whatever reason they gave it to him after he forgot how to unload his M4. We were at a chow hall near the Biff, right, where you turn over people, and we're like, he's there, and he just can't figure it out. And fucking Sergeant Brown just grabbed it from him. Motherfucker, I'm hungry. Took it and had to do it for him. So they gave him a saw. Has a drum magazine, belt fed, right? Anyway. So before you go, right, go out of the wire, you got to load up all your guns. So I'm in the gun. I'm loading up the 240, my M4, the shotgun, and the M9. Everybody else gets out. Now Andrew doesn't get out. I look down. I'm like, hey, are you going to load that shit or what? He goes, I can't find my rounds. I said, Sergeant Will, who's in charge of the truck. I'm like, hey, Sergeant Will, did you hear this shit? He goes, no. I fucking kicked him. I said, tell him what you just said. He goes, I can't find my rounds. Sergeant Will goes, what the fuck do you mean you can't find it? It's not a bag of fucking peanuts, guy. It's a drum magazine. So we had the magazine feed this 249, right? Like we had to put like a magazine in it. And when we got back, we go to his room, Sergeant Will and I, and as soon as we walk in unison, we go, "It's under your fucking mattress." You could tell because it's a thin twin mattress, and it's just up just like this because it's on top of the fucking drum magazine. So that's this guy. So y'all know that. Oh, he was also all right. So internet was very hard. This was 2006, so it takes work to get hooked up to the internet in Baghdad, right? Now, the guy who we usually get on his laptop to check out MySpace because it was a thing to try to find girls to hook up with.
Yeah. But what happened? I thought we were supposed to bring all that whole thing, internet, electricity there.
Oh, well, yeah, it's just anyway.
I just want to point out the only thing I've learned from this story so far is you didn't bring that guy's straw when you hit the mine.
Where the hell was his straw?
By the way, Yeti, you deserve this. He died though in that blast.
Shit!
Yeah, he really did, Brandon.
Now
yeah,
you make me feel bad.
No, not you, George. That's for Yeti. You're fine. Yeti deserves
I was
it.
asking, where's the dude's straw? I mean,
Anyway.
Where he didn't have the straw.
Are you serious? They really?
No, I really am. I really am serious. Yeah.
Jesus.
No. We weren't going to use the fucking straw, George. It was buried on the side of a road. It was asphalt. There was. We can't just get a straw and poke the road and be like, yeah, it looks good here. By the way, they're also set off by there's usually the triggerman cameraman. You have the guy that sets it off when the vehicle goes by and the camera. You can poke all you want, but if you get close enough to touch it with your straw, they're just going to blow it up.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Jesus. So what happened to the guy who forgot his round?
Anyway, so So we asked if we could use the computer, right? Load it up. And his homepage, damn it, what was his homepage? It was like something gay. It was very, very gay. Damn it.
Mad Barber Entertainment.
That's not a website, dick. It would have been funny if you would have said youtube.com/ anyway. It was like gay porn or whatever. And we're like, what the fuck, dude? And so he's in my squad. So I go and I talk to him, right? I'm like, bro, like it doesn't matter. Like, you know what I mean? But like, it's weird. He's like, no, man, I just like looking at fucked up shit on the internet. I'm like, right, but you don't make it your homepage like that. He goes, all right, to tell you the truth, Corporal, I'm gay. I've always been gay. It's all I ever think about unless I'm playing my video games, which is all Pokemon on his cube. By the way, nobody cared, right? Another guy, Patrick. Love him like a brother. I took him home with me. By the way, when I did, because I'm in East Texas, I was like, wow, this place is really racist. Because he is a black gay goth. And I almost got in a fight with a chick on 6th Street because of him. We're on because he had like fishnet on and he had contacts in and shit like the spikes everywhere. And we walk out and this chick goes, you're tacky. I was like, bitch, who are you calling tacky out here with your brown purse and your black leather jacket? And then everybody was like, wait, what? Anyway, so it didn't matter. But yeah, so
your JCPenney knockoff.
Exactly, yeah. So one day we weren't going out. So you get a few days off here and there, right? So it was my day off. So they wouldn't allow me to rest. So I had to work in the TOC. It's like the command center, right? You have like your the screens and shit, and you have like radios that are connected to the squadron and all this other bullshit, right? I don't know how any of that works. So I guess, everybody's just going to talk to squadrons. I'm just sitting there and I'm in there and these two guys come in, somebody brings them in or whatever. They have a meeting with our first sergeant, right? And so they're hanging out. One guy is over in the corner doing his thing, doesn't want to talk to anybody. The other dude, they have no patches, right? No rank, no name, nothing, right? Just DCUs, right? And we're just bullshitting about it, whatever. He's telling me about he had this. So we had a PAC-2, which shoots out like a green laser that you can only see with NVGs, right? He had like the PAC, I don't know, like 27. It was light years better than what I had, right? So I'm like, hey, man, let me ask you something. Like, what do you do? He goes, oh, I'm in the Navy. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're not in the Navy. Because when I think Navy, I think, we're in the Navy and like gay stuff, right? And he's like, no, dude, like, here's my, like, he showed me his ID card. He's like an E8 in the fucking Navy. I'm like, oh, Navy SEAL. I did not even think of that. And I'm like, oh, cool, man. I don't know what to call it, E8 in the Navy. And so someone comes in. He's like, hey, Top's back. So he goes, right? Real cool guy. He goes to go talk to to our first sergeant. The other guy is starting to clean his gun. Still hasn't said a word. I sit on a bench of there's a bench, right? It's individual seats. So fucking Andrew comes in and he sits right next to me. Like he's that, and I'm like, dude, fucking scoot down 2 or 3 seats. What is like? He's that guy that you're at the urinal and he comes to the urinal next to you.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, I should have left him right where he was because
those people
he
deserve a code red.
Yeah. What?
Code red from the movie.
Code red.
Oh God! I was thinking the Mountain Dew drink, Code Red.
Yeah.
A few good men did not even. I'm like, what? That's a weird punishment. It's not that bad. It tastes like Code Red.
Well, he's gonna move next to you. Next, he's gonna grab your dick. You know.
So outside of this room is like
the bank.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, outside the room there's this board. It has like different shit hung up on there, right? And like, you know, you can learn something or whatever. And he read this before he came in. So the Navy SEAL, he has his M4, right? So he takes the round out of the chamber, does his thing, right? Then he puts the round back in the magazine. It's the first round. Loads the magazine back up. The charging handle goes forward, putting the same round back into the chamber that was there previously. Andrew, having just read this outside, looks at him and he goes, you know, every time you chamber a round, the primer gets hit. So you may want to start thinking about rotating your rounds before you have an accidental discharge. I'm there like, shut the fuck up, Miller, shut the fuck up. No, and it just kept going. That man looked up and I shit you not. I've never seen murder in someone's eyes. Like it, I'm talking, and I'm being literal. There was cartoon skulls spinning and on fire in his eyes. I was like, Miller, get the fuck out of this room. He's like, what did I say? Get the fuck out, dude. So I stand. I'm like, look, man, I am so sorry. I swear to Christ, he just came to us like a few days ago. He's a piece of shit. Like, I apologize. This dude, hand to God, for real. On my head, I swear this, right? That means a lot. He took a knife out of his boot or wherever the fuck he had it, slams it into our table, which I'm like, oh, that's a little much. That's our table, but I'm going to let it go. He's upset. And he goes, if that motherfucker says one more goddamn word to me, I'll slit his fucking throat. I've never believed anything more in my life. And I'm like, absolutely. I'll hold him down for you. So now I got to figure out who I'm going to tell. I eventually told everybody, but I specifically needed to tell someone who's going to be the guy that yells at him. Now, I could tell our captain, our CO, but he's boring. He's right. And I was like, oh, what about Top, our first sergeant? No, he will skull fuck him. Like he will literally skull fuck him because like to prove that he would do it. I'm not saying he would be erect. He would, you know, it'd be like soft. You know what I mean? But like he would have to be forced.
It would just be intense. It would just be forceful to show that he could.
Well, because if you keep threatening with it, and then something like this happens, you're gonna have to follow through. Yeah. Right. So I decided to go with our XO. He used to be enlisted. He's a cool guy, right? He has a lisp though. So I go and find him. I'm like, yo, LT man, I gotta tell you what your boy Miller did. He goes, okay, first of all, he's not my boy. By the way, Gavote is based a lot on him. Anyway, he's like, first of all, he's not my boy, right? So I told him what happened. And we go and find him. And listen, I don't remember everything that he said to him because I had to leave the room because I couldn't hold it in. But this is the part I remember that made me leave the room. He goes, Miller, what the fuck were you thinking? I don't care if he tells you to put the round in backwards. He's a Navy fucking SEAL. I lost my shit and just had to run out the room. There are dumb things that people do, and then there are just things that how did you get to this point in your life to where this was a thing?
Cocaine, lots of cocaine.
We have a president like that.
Oh, that wasn't a personal question. Sorry.
Oh no, cocaine's fine with everybody.
Oh God, dead silence. That
Who said cocaine?
Shit. But no, those Navy SEALs, dude, they were really cool as shit, man. They were in our AO for a while. Now I actually got to they were doing a SR a small kill team, right? A SKT. Basically, like they were like doing an OPLP, observation point, listening post, whatever, right? One night we're out. I'm gunning in a fucking Humvee, right? And like fucking, I heard like a bomb or whatever. It's at night. I'm like, Sergeant Will, did you hear that shit? He goes, what? Hear what? And we started getting shot at from this fucking overpass, man. We get back and our sister platoon was picking them up while we were out, and they're all smoking we're out there, and we're telling them what happened. They're like, oh yeah, man, we saw that go down. We're like, you didn't want to like help. Seemed like I had it. But so because they had to and we would do these too, like you're in the Hanji house or whatever, and like the family's there, so you have to watch them and you have to have your eyes on the target, like on the target house or whatever. So they would have to bring one of our interpreters and then a couple of us to help, right? I got to go out with them. Bro, there are like, that's when you're like, oh, there are levels to this shit. Like the way they move and like everything is just so crisp, and they do not look like what they look like in the movies. They all look out of shape, like very like you're not expecting them to be this guy. And
there's a difference between like performance muscle and show muscle.
Yeah, absolutely,
huge difference.
Well, so anyway, so we're going, and they all have like the fucking things, and one guy's trying to tell me the mics.
Oh, okay.
And so some guy, I'm like, what are you saying? He's like, I don't have the fucking clicky thing. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. He goes, we're gonna go down this way. Okay, got it. Anyway, but dude, that was an experience, man. That was really fucking cool, dude.
I thought all those guys are supposed to be like all buff and like
no.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know. I have no idea.
For what? For who?
I have no idea. I've only seen them in films and in read about them.
Because athletic muscle is way different than what you see in films with show muscle. Like those guys would that you see show muscle in the movies, they would gas in under a minute. Like they cannot run. They can't hold shit. There's whole different your fast twitch and slow twitch muscles. Like it's a massive difference when it goes down to actual athleticism.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't see that type of bulk.
Makes sense.
Because you just can't lug it around.
So my first day after the police academy, right? I got bad information. I thought I was supposed to go to my shift. Apparently, I was supposed to go to day shift, so I'm late as shit, right? And I finally woke up when they called me, and so I get there, and because I have to do left seat, right seat, right on each shift, so you like kind of get an idea of everything. That's where you're with somebody else. You're with a a trainer, right?
Okay.
And I ended up having to be with the lieutenant. Because I was so late. Anyway, so I'm riding with him, and he was a competitive bodybuilder, right? Competitively. And my first day, right? And for whatever reason, I looked at him, we were just rolling. I'm like, like all that you got going on, like all that's for show. You see this shit? This is to get shit done. Yeah. That was my first day. And he loved me though. He fucking was like, who the fuck would say some shit like that? That's how you, yeah.
That's
kind of like,
cool. I gotcha.
Anyway.
How you make an impression.
Yeah.
But and that, Mads, is why people don't like you.
I mean, what part? Like, there was a few things in there that would.
Here, I got this for you.
Oh, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I'm already not getting on his channel. You think that's gonna help me get on there? Yeah, fuck.
I'm trying to get on there too.
Well, my channel's got to be not down for more than fucking 10 minutes.
Oh,
Shit.
hey,
everyone's trying to get on Tom.
Hey, Tom, I'm cool going on like the main channel too.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
You got to suck Andre's dick then.
I don't know if
for how long.
I want you to do something for me.
Some parameters around that.
I won't forget to cut the balls.
The hair will,
and it
hair
is not
be tied back.
You must twist.
Somebody was telling me the other day, like he got really like not excited, but like really like I forgot if it was about Eternals or something, but like I was like, man, I don't even know if I can imagine him being, because all I've ever heard is him like, you see, when this happened, you know what I mean? Like he's very like consistent.
Just talk about Conan. That's it. And that's he gets really excited. That's
oh, does he? Conan or Conan? Like Conan O'Brien?
He says Conan. It's Conan, but that's how he says it.
Conan?
I'm still proud I made him laugh at least once.
I doubt it.
When we had a stream.
Was I there? Because it may have been me.
No, it was with Latino Slant, who just happened to jump in the chat. We were doing it for Dune, and I made him laugh. And that's a proud moment.
I can't leave. I'm here. They got me hostage.
We've tied him down.
Tom is ours now, Paulie.
Tom stays over. Released a picture of him with the penis in the bag.
With the devil's candy in a white van.
Oh my god!
Or the next thing you do, you're changing your account name. You're now gonna be Mad Knight's Edge.
I'm a
Good
fat
one.
kid. I like
Good
candy.
one.
And hey, Paulie, we're starting Mad Barber Entertainment Espanol too. Tom's doing that channel.
I have no idea.
I think
what
Mad
he's
Knight's
talking
Edge is a good idea, though, Matt.
Yeah,
you
not
should
bad,
call
right?
rename your channel
Knight's Edge.
That's
The algorithm.
That's not bad. Yeah,
a good idea.
that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I think so.
How about Mad Roddick? Would that?
Mad Knight's Hedge. No.
Mad
Friday Night Mads. Aoife Map.
Friday Night Shite.
Map.
Jesus.
There's a few ideas.
Have any of y'all heard of that new Blade Runner series that's coming out? Tom?
No.
Well, I'm curious.
What? I love how he goes, have any of you heard of this, Tom?
I've heard of
I don't give a fuck about anyone else here. Just Tom.
Well, it's because I talk to Tom. I don't know everybody else well, except for 70s and that guy in there. Who is he?
Oh,
Have you-
ouch.
You don't know Yeti?
Yes, I know Yeti. I'm playing.
Oh,
No,
my
really.
soul just died a little.
No, I just read it on the way here when I was
Surprised your
driving.
soul's not dead after being on the show for 3 hours yet.
Hey, what the hell happened? What happened to Matt?
Oh, his mom's in town, so like she's taking him shopping in the morning. I don't know if that's true.
He's got to play furniture for her friends.
Oh my god! Now I can't get that business.
Oh, no, yeah. He's been a very naughty boy.
No, actually, Yeti and I got some work to do. We got to get that trailer thing out, buddy.
Oh yeah, I'm so in.
Like
I meant to
Eternals,
message you about
like-
that.
Yeah, Chloe Chow has upchucked the worst MCU film ever
Oh, that's interesting. This is the first I've heard of that trailer, Yeti.
from the New York Post.
But hey Tom, let me give you a little warning, right? Because Yeti has asked me to do some voice work for him before, right? And
you suck.
okay, well that's that doesn't really have anything to do with it. That's apropos of nothing. But I gave him like 30 minutes of doing this one line in every possible way I could. You know,
There was 5 minutes of usable material at best.
Nope.
At
And,
best.
I was doing my Cardi B to help get things going, and he was like, yeah, that's fine, right? Didn't even use it. Didn't even use it in the
I just
trailer.
got to
And
get the blurbs together and just read them and then give them to him, and then he can just
that's what I did.
magic.
That's what I did. But he's like, ah, fuck it. He also did it to a lady. I don't know her name.
A Force of Light, Michelle.
That's did it to her too. Did it to both of us. So
Okay, one, your mic setting wasn't right, so it was coming off like way too low, so it didn't. There was no
Turn it
pop
up.
for the
And
trailer.
two, that's called equality.
Couldn't do it enough.
no, that's your headsets are too low, guy.
No, it was not. Your mic was way too low,
Nope.
so I couldn't use it, and you didn't hold the by the power of Grayskull long enough, so it didn't work for the video. It was too short.
And you sounded like an asthmatic gerbil.
That's weird, huh? Because I actually grabbed the trailer of that show to try to sync up the way I said it. All the effort I put in for not to be
I
able to
did.
talking about?
I did try to message you to get you, to say like, oh, this isn't working, but you never
Yeah,
responded. Like, oh,
doesn't
I'll
matter.
just do it myself.
I was just warning Tom not to work with this guy. Now, if
But
you want
what
to
are
work
y'all-
with me,
No, he's
what are
already
y'all
cut my
talking
work.
about?
Don't worry about it. I sent him some stuff he didn't use, so I already know what it is.
That did happen.
Stuff we're not privy to,
At
George.
a glacial pace
Yeah.
of 2 hours and 37 minutes, the movie occasionally feels eternal, and it sags under that weight. Wait, says Claudia Pog of Film Week.
The maternals meets the faternals. You know?
I'm trying. Yeah.
Oh my god, that did happen too. I couldn't make it fit in the trailer. It just wasn't working because it was done after the fact.
Where should we start? The bored facial expressions, the flaccid cinematography, or the complete lack of chemistry between two insanely hot people. There's
yeah.
Laura Bradley of the Daily
That was the most boring platonic show I've ever seen. Jesus.
I wish somebody would give a map to exit the Marvel Universe at some point. Andy Klein of Phil.
That's what everybody had in common. They were all looking for the red exit light.
I'm working on an advertisement video kind of a thing for Comics Ranch and Resort. And I'm gonna need somebody to do the voiceover. I'm writing the script right now.
The best part, Paulie, is Mad. I already don't like Mad, so
facts, yeah.
Yeah, he
but
already knows it.
if you like them less than me, then I got a shot.
I'm kidding. Just not as much as Yeti.
Oh,
Damn, that's in the heart. That's in the heart.
I got to take mine. It's getting late, and
yeah, we'll probably
also hit the sex soon too. Yeah, I'm getting old.
All right, Ironcaster.
Yep. Thanks for having me on.
For sure, dude. We'll have you on again soon. Next time Matt can't do it because his mom. Next time Matt's mom is in town, we'll definitely have you on.
Can we get Matt's mother on instead?
Yeah, let's do that.
Wait, is that a possibility?
Instead of Matt.
See you, brother.
Cheers, Ian.
Now I'm going to show you what I did for Yeti that he didn't use.
I want to see the video for your new record, Tom.
Neon Cowboy, you mean?
Yeah.
This is she. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Oh my god. What? They know where Kevin is.
Where? They'll never find me.
He was all alone.
Would you hold? Just a second, please hold.
Do they still have him?
Do they have him?
You hang up on me again, I'll gut you like a fish, understand?
This Christmas, the terror that haunted Woodsboro for years
You want to die tonight?
comes
This is my house. I have to defend it.
to Kevin McAllister's home.
I'm going to give you to the count of 10 to get your ugly, yellow, no good keister off my property before I pump your guts full of lead.
I think this is still one of my favorite trailers I've made.
But he picked the wrong 10-year-old to mess with.
Hello. Yes! I'm up here, you morons! Come and get me!
Yeah, you did a good job on this one. From the
That was
studios,
that
we brought
shot
you
was so
Friday
damn
the
hard.
13th at Family. This Christmas, Mr. Ghostface will
This is it. Don't get scared now.
scream alone.
You ever felt a knife cut through human flesh and scrape the bone beneath?
Damn.
Rated R.
That was great.
That was really
Well done.
Very good, mate.
very good.
so-
I like
Buddy,
that.
cut me out.
Yeah, he did.
Well,
Nah,
yeah,
I'm
because
just doing him shit.
I could have used it if I built it ahead of time with the voice in mind, because I set up all those speaking spots beforehand, so all those little breaks, like, it just didn't seem to fit.
Well,
except the
what really
scream
sucked
alone.
is I spent a little time like even doing some research because I'm like, okay, all of
Oh
John
my
Hughes movies, all of John Hughes movies take place in Shermer, Illinois, except for Home Alone, which is questionable. It's up in the air if it's Shermer or not because it's just referred to as a suburb of Chicago. So I was about to say he went to like, I can't put that in there because then somebody will in the fucking thing say, oh, that's not true, blah 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 blah. So it's
Right.
like this, like I was trying to throw in as many little Easter eggs as I could. Even I don't know if you heard the one part where it's like it's from the studio that brought you Friday the 13th and Bambi.
Yeah.
Because, like Scream is now Paramount, and of course 20th Century Fox is Disney. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, like I tried to throw as much as I could in there, but I couldn't find anything conclusive.
So let me share with you what
I don't
gave
care,
him.
man.
All right, first recording. Here we go.
Yeah, like I'm still like I'm planning to get used to that voice because you do the movie guy so well.
What?
Oh.
I didn't know you heard me do it.
We can barely hear what you're playing right now, man.
There we go.
See,
Oh, sorry.
the audio is too low. It was just too low.
By the power of Grayskull.
What the fuck?
I would say, Stephen, I think the audio is too high because we can still hear him. It's far too high.
All right, you know what? We're done. We're done. Sorry, George. I was going to try to keep it going for a little bit longer. You know, it's been 3 hours. But, you know, oh, here we are just sitting on my channel. I'm like, his volume's too high. Bad joke. Like, I don't mind if they're good digs, but I'm not going to sit here and take these mediocre shots at me and my character.
I thought you didn't mind ball busting.
I don't, but I would at least like. It's been 3 hours of mediocre, and from Yeti, the worst. If they were good, that's something different.
This is going to be the next trailer that comes out. The book of Tony Soprano.
That's
am I doing Tony? Hey, I'm a gangster in New Jersey. I haven't seen the show.
The video is actually done. I could give a sneak peek. I'm just not going to release it till Sunday because I know Saturday sucks for putting out videos.
Tony's an all right guy, but he's just not as good as me.
That's
so
facts.
if you want to see it, you can. If not, you wait for Sunday.
No, wait for Sunday. Like, no, I'm not going to have you show it on here so that the
I'm the gold standard for a reason, and I could even do it without pants.
Oh no, I haven't had. It has been hit. It's been. There's been no hits for the monetization.
Oh, that's no. I was like, no, have them go watch it on their own so that rather than them all watching it here.
Well, I wasn't expecting something really nice from you, so.
Dude, dude, I promote your shit so much.
Hey, when are you gonna promote my shit?
know it.
George, don't start with me.
You really need to go check out George the Giant Slayer. He's a really good YouTuber. He does the YouTube stuff.
Yeah,
Matt is legitimately like one of the nicest guys.
Yeah,
not true. Don't tell people that shit.
We had a great debate.
No. Hey. Oh, okay. By the way, I've said it. If I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. And my grandfather said it. George has had an easier time starting his YouTube channel than Brie Larson.
Wow.
Brie Larson had like,
and he's got much nicer feet.
Yeah, thank God. If I had fucking Brie Larson's feet, I couldn't. Oh, Jesus.
I'm adjusting for inflation. All right, so that's gonna be. That's how that works.
It's ending on that.
Yeah. Anybody got anything to promote?
George has got two things Brie doesn't have: talent and charm.
I watch it more than I watch Brie Larson's.
I've never seen
Brie
it.
Larson would have stripped on YouTube. She'd have had a great channel.
By the way, I've never seen it.
Period yoga.
Is that what I've got to do? I got to start stripping for people to watch.
By the way,
You could try.
I've never, for the record, I've never seen George's ass, but I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that it's actually better than Brie Larson.
Yeah, it is.
Because you have one, she doesn't have.
She has none. She has big feet, no ass. I don't know, phony boobs.
True.
That's about
Facts.
it. The only thing is boobs.
Yep. Anybody else got anything
Comments
to
yourself?
Anybody?
I like boobs.
Yeah, boobs. Hey, always.
Not if they're on a woman.
What the fuck, man?
All right, so I guess we'll end it there then. Bye, guys.
Listen now, Mr. Kansas Law Dog. Law don't go around here. Savvy?
Hey, Lord, Law don't go around here.
This is hurting my ears.
Watch it. This is a Texas legend. This is Alligator Dave.
It'd be better if it was me on Cowboy.
It's about Tombstone.
Subscribe to YetiCast.
I want you to know it's over.
Do not unmute your mic.
Bye. Bye.